This episode of Your Mom's House is brought to you by Sattva Luxury Mattress, the only online mattress company that provides free delivery, setup, and mattress removal.
Welcome to Your Mom's House with Tom Segura, and
Christina Pajitsin.
welcome to Your Mom's House.
Subbu.
All right.
That's the general mood today.
General mood.
Oh, well.
It's a good way to start off a day. You kind of sue it up and you see who's outside.
Don't be a false blood.
And you ask those if they want no break. And then
That wasn't no right.
you move on and you take on the day. So
We have a big controversy about that.
we're gonna
clip
get
in a little
into it.
bit.
We're gonna get into it big time. We're gonna into all the details. I also had a absolutely magical weekend that I need to recap, but I'll save that for
All right, story time.
story time. Now, a quick reminder that here on the Your Mom's House YouTube channel, you can watch other programs that we produce. The Honeydew with Ryan Sickler, Dr. Drew After Dark, which you can almost describe as a companion piece in a way to this show, because Dr. Drew will watch clips that we play on this show. He has guests that have been on this show. And coming up very shortly, we're actually going to do a whole month and a half of episodes of Dr. Drew After Dark where he has the staff, our staff, on his show. So you'll get to sit there and watch Blue Band,
Oh my
Annie,
gosh.
Josh. We'll be back on. So there will be guests on Dr. Drew After Dark where he'll break down not just the clips, but break down our reactions to the clips, where he is often not good with.
Right. And also to find out who's the biggest mental case on our staff.
Yeah, that's true. Of course, I also do Two Bears, One Cave with my good friend David Burt Kreischer, and we just had an episode go up yesterday. We're going to actually try to do it for the whole month of Sober October, because Sober October started today for us, and that's a big thing. So that's always Burt and I just goofing around.
The Grand Wizard of Comedy, I think, is what
I
he's
call him the
going
Grand
by.
Wizard of Fun. Yeah, yeah, or the Fuhrer
The
of
Grand
Funny.
Dragon.
The Fuhrer of Funny.
The Fear of Funny.
And then where my mom's at is Christina's
That's right.
podcast. It's on her YouTube channel.
My personal YouTube channel.
That's true. That's true.
I have Ela Klein on.
Yep.
I've had Melissa Milano. I've had Leanne Kreischer now twice, and we talk about all things mom, and we get real. We had Ela Klein admit to hating breastfeeding.
I love it.
This recent episode, so it's
I love it. It's
very
almost
fun.
like different people have differing opinions on things, and women seem to be like not accepting of that in a weird way.
Yeah, there's a lot of taboos in the mom world, and
it's
I
fascinating,
I
actually.
love to uncover all of
Yeah,
them.
because they'll be like, no, you should. Even before we had kids, I remember this. We had a neighbor who was like,
Yeah.
no, you want to go all natural for the birth. And I was like, what it means, some people want like, and she was like, you don't want to do that.
She stood in my driveway and lectured me on why I should not have a cesarean and I should try to do it naturally, even though my doctors were telling me
Yeah.
I shouldn't try to
Well,
do it
you should trust your neighbor over your doctors.
You crazy
So-
bitch. Like, nah, bitch.
Anyway, this is big for us right now, too. We have a 3-day sale starting right now. If you go to merchmethod.com/Tom Segura, you get 20% off anything in the store. Use the promo code Gene. That includes the all-new Two Bears merch. There's a shirt, a hoodie, and a hat. There's also a tour shirt that was from the first half of the Take It Down tour, so it has the first half of the dates. That has a reduced price and is also on sale. There's posters. There's all kinds of stuff. Go to merchmethod.com/Tom Segura. Use the promo code Gene. That's JEAN. Okay, a lot to cover today. Big time guests, big time fun.
Oh, my stars.
Let's start off this show right.
No matter where life leads, I know that as long as you are there, that is where I'm meant to be. I am your FGT RTD.
This shit is big time.
Who is Randy?
Don't bring anyone mother into this.
Oh, my God.
Yo, I'm in the fucking stand.
Welcome Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura. And
Christina Pajitsin.
welcome to your mom's house.
This is unbelievable.
So Liz, we've also been getting license plate submissions from Florida now, California. I think there
Utah,
was, people are getting the FGT RTD license plate.
Which of course stands for girls that ride till death.
Of course. And first good tongue
Replaces that dick.
replaces that dick.
Yeah.
There it is so far. It's pretty amazing.
But this is another
phenomenon.
level. It's a license plate is amazing.
Yeah.
This young lady
This is Katie.
oh, here, look at Nevada has it on. He has it on his bike.
This is so amazing.
This person
This
here.
is Katie and Carson.
Okay, Katie and Carson sent in a clip from their wedding video where during her vows, she announces that she will be, through his life, his FGTR.
No matter where life leads, I know that as long as you are there, that is where I'm meant to be. I am your FGT RTD.
Yeah.
I mean, here she is. She looks stunning.
Yeah,
They're this
looks
cute,
beautiful.
adorable, perfect looking couple. And this is, anyway, she DM'd this to me on the gram and I opened it and I was like, oh my gosh, see, who is this person? This is so funny. And lo and behold, it's her wedding video. And she says their first dance was to Wheeler Walker Jr.
That's
as well.
hilarious.
So thank you, Katie and Carson, for sending us this footage. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
You guys look amazing. And I hope you have a long, happy marriage.
Yeah.
Each other's FGT RTDs.
And it is beautiful. You look beautiful, and the vows are just so touching. I just couldn't be happier. Wish you the best. It's really fantastic.
FGT RTD.
I'm your FGT RTD.
Don't you wish we could redo our vows now?
Now I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I do.
You fucking retard.
Ta-ta. Ta-ta there, retard.
Yeah, and if you ever leave me, I'll have to say to you,
Ta-ta there, retard.
there you go.
That's dedication to the mommy cause, though.
It really is, man. Yeah.
Man.
So, so we opened on one of our favorite bloods,
Subbu.
and
It's been getting a lot of steam in our world, by the way. A lot of
Right?
people at shows are saying
people are
Subbu.
yelling it out. And then right before we rolled, Annie, who is in the booth, brought something up. He said, I've been thinking about our Subbu guy, and I'll just let it. What is it that's been on your mind about this?
Well, the first time that we watched it, I went home and I felt bad because I didn't get one of the pieces that he said. He says something like, "You niggas don't want no rep."
Mm-hmm. And you're like,
bitch ass nigga. And I didn't hear exactly what he said.
mm-hmm. So you played it again?
So I played it again and I tried and I just thought, I don't know, maybe I'm just not as black as I used to
let's
be.
do this. Let's
Wait a
hear
minute.
it.
Are you bummed about your level of blackness? Is that what you're saying?
I just felt like I lost a piece of it listening
Yeah.
to the clip and not being able to understand. So
Yeah.
I had to hear it again, but now
Yeah.
I feel like you're not gonna hear it either. Let's
let's hear it again, and you can point out the part that you're talking about so people can play along. Okay, let's hear it. Go ahead.
Public announcement goes out to all you bitch ass niggas that motherfucker claim that I'm a false blood. Bitch, call me out and see if I'm a motherfucking false blood. You niggas don't work no wreck. Subbu, bitch ass nigga.
Okay, so where's the issue?
So before the last line, he says, "You niggas don't want no rep" or something like that.
Oh, right. So you're saying, is he saying some, like, it sounds like he's saying you don't want no wreck, or it could be work no wreck.
So in reading his lips, it looks like work and then ret, but I can't imagine what that would be.
Can we hear it
You
again now?
big words don't want
Boss
no.
blood. You niggas don't work no wreck.
Work, no. I see work. Yeah, his
You
lips.
niggas don't work no wreck.
Work.
See, I kind of feel like maybe it's like you're picking up work, but he was, sometimes the words kind of blend together. I still think he does. He said, you don't want none. Like, if you don't want none of this, Subbu will come after you. Because that's the overlying message is like you're saying I'm bullshit. Well, you don't want any of this, Subbu, meaning I'm calling my team. You know what I mean? Like logically work, but I guess he could say it could be you don't work. Like if it's you work no wreck, I don't know if that's slang for like you don't bang on the streets. You know what I mean? Like calling you a punk for saying it about me because you're not even out there. But I don't know if that's what that means.
Right.
Which is why we have you here. What does it mean?
Well, that was my problem. I felt like I lost all street cred.
Yeah, man.
I couldn't think of even don't want no rep. I feel like is the most sensible thing that
Hold
I
on.
could
Don't
think
want
of.
no rep, R-E-P, or wreck, W-R-E-C-K.
Yeah, which
Because I'm hearing wreck. You don't want no wreck.
Boss
Yeah.
blood. You niggas don't work no wreck.
Oh, now I hear work.
See?
You niggas don't work no wreck.
I still think it's want. I think you don't
I
want
hear
no
work. I hear the K in work.
Work no wreck?
You niggas don't work no wreck.
See, I want to hear want, but I don't know if he says want. To be fair,
You niggas don't work no wreck.
Okay, what about this? You big words don't work no rep. Is that what we're no? Don't work no
I mean,
rep.
sure, it's just that. But what does any of that mean?
Right.
What is
Work no
Subbu? What does
rec.
any of it mean?
Work no
Any?
Could you do us a favor? Could you text a friend? Who is the
You
blackest
niggas
guy
don't
you
work
know?
no wreck.
The thing about it too, before this, he says fucking false blood. So I don't. I mean, some of the stuff maybe he's not even saying what he wants to say.
You said
He's-
fucking instead of motherfucking?
That's what he says before. He
Let's
says,
see.
The motherfucker claim that I'm a false blood. Bitch, call me out and see if I'm a motherfucking false blood.
Yeah. See,
Right.
because he's worked up.
Yeah.
See, that's what's going on.
Yes.
He's angry. Call me out, see if I'm fucking false blood. Like he's
Right.
And when you're angry, sometimes your heart rate goes up. you start stammering when you speak. And he's trying to like look cool, but he's actually super angry that's happening. So he's
Right.
stammering.
Well-
So I think like his words are getting jumbled a little bit. But
Much like Robert Paul's champagne and
when
his
he's horny, when
his
he's real horny. Yeah.
his frenzied home
Yes.
here now.
Yeah.
You niggas don't work no wreck.
Oh, geez, this is a whole new home here
It
now.
is a new home here now. It is.
What are we gonna do?
Attention, black listeners of Your Mom's House. Please come through for us. Please put in the subject line, I am black. So we can trust your analysis. Let us know what Captain
Goodness.
Subbu is saying in your opinion. Is it
Goodness.
want no wreck, work no rep? What is it?
Motherfucking false blood. You niggas don't work no wreck.
Gosh, I say logically it's want no wreck, but then I hear work now that Annie says work. I hear the K.
"Wait, why do you think wreck? Why do you
work-
think want no wreck?"
Work no wreck. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what that even means.
Motherfucking false blood. You niggas don't work no wreck.
Well, here's
Want
the
no
thing.
rep?
It's out there
Say
now.
rep.
It's out there now. We're going to get a bunch of interpretations. So now it's out there, but I appreciate you sharing because I actually never gave it thought until now
I
you bring it up. I'm
know.
like, oh, I guess I don't know. Because I always thought it's want, no, and then wreck was just, I don't know, slang, some shit I didn't get. But I always thought it was want, no, and now it could be work, no.
But repping, where he doesn't want no rep, but
Yeah,
right, like you
right.
represent. So maybe you don't want to.
Right. My
Yeah.
assumption, the way I heard it without thinking about it the first time was, you don't want no rep, meaning like you don't want a real blood that that
Right.
reps
Reps,
blood
right.
Right.
coming to your house and showing you I'm a real blood. Like,
Right.
That's what I heard first. But then I'm like, oh no, but
I love that it kept you up. That's
I
my
know,
favorite
that's the
part
best.
of this. That you're like about to go to bed. And you're like, what's that blood saying? You're like dozing off. Subbu. Waking up.
But that's the essence of a great YMH clip: is that they lay seeds in your mind, And then
Yeah.
maybe a week, a month later, you're like, oh, I got to go back to this. That's how Robert Paul Champagne unfolded. You know,
Yeah.
it was this innocuous, weird guy in the dark. And then we obsessed and we came back. Same with the 4-stroke guy.
Yeah.
It's just these people live in your mind. Now, the more we talk about it and what he just said, I think it's you big words don't want no rep. You don't want no rep. That would be the logical. You don't want to do this.
And he
rep
is sitting
thing.
here like an astrophysicist studying. He's like, what has all my work been for? Now let's test you with other black speakers.
I turn into a telescope.
You know what he said?
Just let me eat you.
You got it? Very clear.
got
Okay.
that one.
All right. Okay. All right.
Okay.
How about
Ay, ay, ay.
you got that? You got it too.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, look, it's out there, guys. Let us know what you hear. It is the new home here now. So
Home here now,
know,
and it was home here now. That was a big moment for us when
Yes.
we discovered it was
he's like, yeah, of course I'm home here now.
home here now. Home here now.
So
Wow.
I got to tell you this too. I had
Sure.
Man, I had a surreal weekend.
You did.
I did.
You did.
I did.
All right, story time.
Oh boy.
So
Yeah.
I had a surreal weekend. I gotta tell you, you know, these tours has been really, really crazy and fun. But this weekend, you know, I did something that I haven't done before, which was really cool. I brought a friend along who's not in comedy, like not a
Like a
stand-up.
regular, normal person. Yeah.
Dude, it changes like the whole
It does.
flavor of the weekend.
I did. I
It
brought
was
my
more
friend
fun.
and her husband to Washington.
Yeah, you did that.
Come, and it was like, it just made the weekend so much more pleasant.
It did.
And to have like a regular, like a normal person with a normal job around
Yeah,
you,
it
and
was-
show them the club that's fun.
It was really fun. It changed the weekend for me. I'm gonna do it more. I'm gonna do it
you
more.
should. You know you should. It's good not to be lonely because I think you and I, we like to isolate more.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna sleep all day. I'm just gonna get weird. It's
No,
like
yeah, it
imagine
was-
if you were a normal person that whole time.
It was
instead.
good to do it, and I also did Friday. I did a 5,000 seat venue in Phoenix that was sold out.
Bananas.
And then Denver, I did 10,000 seats on Saturday, which was
Isn't that
for me. I gotta
freaking
tell you,
crazy?
like it's been like a growth thing selling tickets, but like that was nuts to me. So I mean, I tried to like tweet it out, but like I just thank you for thank you for coming out in El Paso and Tucson, obviously as well, and every city, but the Phoenix and then the Denver experience, I was like,
Denver's nuts. And I remember
Yeah.
when Agent Jeans, when you guys were talking about doing the Belco about a year and change ago.
Yeah.
Was when you made the reservation or whatever
it was
for
a
that.
while ago.
And the whole thing was like, oh gosh, you want to sell it out. And you sold out 2 shows.
It was nuts.
I mean, I couldn't believe it. The photographs are on your Instagram.
I brought
So
Sean with me,
amazing.
and he's been doing a lot of behind the scenes video because I'm actually I guess I'm announcing it now, but we've been working on shooting a bunch of stuff to do web content for my YouTube page.
Oh, that's great.
And
There it
yeah.
is. Look at that.
Yeah, you can kind of.
Look
That's
at
it's
that.
not. That's like cut off
It's
too.
amazing.
You know.
Well, we got you balloons when you got home. To
Yeah,
sell
it was
it.
very sweet.
Did you love
But
it? And then Ellis let them go in this.
He actually got video of me walking on and walking off. It was crazy. It was really crazy.
Once in
Yeah.
a lifetime.
Yeah, yeah, it was pretty cool. So I mean, thanks for everybody. I had such a good time, and Jeff Tate opened the shows. He absolutely killed. He just crushed.
Yeah.
the shows.
How's he looking? More homeless than
He looks like
usual,
hot
or-
dogs and Gatorades are a big part of his life.
Still.
But
He was wearing those high water jeans.
He
when
was as
came
funny
in.
as ever. Yeah, no,
He's very funny.
Yeah, he got a nice new hat though. He got a nice hat. He did. I bought a hat. I took a hat picture as a joke.
Yeah.
Because I'm the hat comic.
Yeah.
And then he walked out with one.
And he looks
did
good.
shows. Yeah, he looked good. He can pull off like crazy fashion.
You know, like Ela Klein as well. There are just some people
who
that
can just wear it.
pull off
Yeah.
wacky fashion. They look great. It's for them.
Yep.
That's good.
Yeah.
Very excited. Well, in your absence, I've been curating a lot of TikToks and also becoming very cool. I don't know if you know, there's new sayings that the kids are into, but I'm here for it.
Uh-huh.
Have you heard that one? Annie, do you say that? Nadav, you guys are millennial. I'm here for it.
I don't think that's a new one.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that seems kind of standard. Is that new slang?
But that's what I heard.
I could be out of that.
What about a Visco girl? Have you heard and a oop oop oop?
Take your Ubers.
Visco girl?
That's
Yeah.
new to me.
See, I'm on the cutting
But
edge.
that's the new platform, right? Visco?
No, it's this VS. Yeah, it's an app where people beautify themselves.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. You were
But-
first on the scene with TikTok.
First
You're
on the scene.
First on the
Thank
scene
you.
with Visco.
Innovators. But then you guys said some slang that I hadn't heard. Like, what was it? Hot girl summer?
Yeah.
What's that about?
It's good to bring up in October, but yeah.
What is that?
I mean, it was a song, and it's just kind of like a
Oh, it's a
theme. It's like
song?
it's hot girl summer. It's like it's the mood of the summer, you know. Like,
Who sang it?
I think was it Lizzo? Or was it Big Meg?
Big Meg.
I don't even know,
I think
man.
that was it.
Whatevs.
Yeah.
Check your privilege, Tom. I don't know. I just felt like saying that's another slang term.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Big mood.
Big mood. You taught me that one. And what's that all about?
This is like telling my mom what things mean. It's just
Yeah.
like whatever the mood is. It's in like you know. It's you enhance like you know. Like you're dressed up. Let's say you're wearing heels and a dress.
Oh, right.
You're like big
I like-
mood,
I
you
like
know?
big
Like,
mood.
you know, it's just like enhancing whatever the
I like it.
the mood of the moment.
I'm here for it. I'm
you
so
say,
here for
"What's
it."
that? You know, and then like if somebody is expressing a mood, you can tag big onto that.
I like
Oh,
that.
he's big angry right now. He's big mad.
I like that. I've been
Big sexy.
I've been hearing kids say rad. And I'm like,
That's called a pullback, right?
a throwback.
Throwback, yeah.
Well, I never stopped saying rad.
Yeah.
That's
well,
super
Christina's
lame. I don't
Christina's been
say-
saying like cool stuff like talk to the hand.
That's
and,
not true. I know that's
as
lame.
if.
I don't say as if. That is so lame.
Let's check in with
Scrub.
Annie. Are you saying that? Is that a new slang?
Don't be no scrub.
As if?
Yeah.
As if.
Are you saying
That's-
you're all that in a bag of chips, girl?
Yeah.
Booyah.
Every day.
Is that your
Every
line in
girl.
the club?
It works every time.
What's the new slang now? If something's cool, what do you say? You're like, I'm about it.
I'm about it, yeah.
We're up out of here. We're up.
Yeah, about it, yeah.
Yeah, redeem yourself. Give us some new words.
I'm out. I'm out. There you go.
I'm out.
You got to have some new slang.
I just say I'm out.
I'm
It's
out.
either I'm about it or I'm out. That's all you need
Okay.
to know.
That's all you need to know. Fuck
Feel
with
like-
me, you know I got it.
I feel like Josh must have some slang. He's out there
Josh.
throwing that thing around.
He's out there slanging his D all
yeah.
day long.
You don't have any new slang, Josh?
I started calling cool stuff gay and lame stuff straight.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So gay is that, by the way, is there a big movement to reclaim the definition of gay now?
I don't know.
I'm
just
hearing this
doing it.
more. I'm serious.
Really?
That people are going to start that are saying something's gay when it's meaning like it's dope.
Wait.
I thought I made it up, but
You made it up?
Cool. I did. I thought I did. I thought I just did it just now.
I think we should pray. I think we should lean into it on this show.
I think so.
Sounds
That's
pretty gay to me.
It's a gay idea.
Yeah.
Well,
I love it. Let's check out some gay shit real quick.
Yeah.
Remember when people would be named like gay and gay now?
Yeah.
Like back in like the
Gaylord.
70s. Gaylord. There's
Yeah.
a lot of people named gay.
There was a football player that I follow FSU, and his name is Dakota Fag. And I always thought that had to be why he made it that far. Is like the rage in his veins, you know, from having his last name was FAGG. That's it.
That's you should change it. That's like having Hitler as your last name.
And then
You
they would be
should
like,
change that.
and that's a 19-yard reception and a first down by Dakota Fag. Fag with the hit, Fag with the reception. Yeah, that was his name.
That's good times.
I mean, that's gotta be rough, right?
Yeah. It's
no matter-
terrible.
yeah.
That's not fair.
I mean, he could have just, thrown another letter on there. Fajo.
Right. I mean,
You know?
I'm Italian.
Thrown an accent on there or something. But
Fudge.
yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
Portuguese.
He was like, no, I'm a proud fag. I mean, that's his name. Look it up. Dakota.
Dakota.
Yeah.
Dakota.
No. CODY.
Decode.
There it is.
Oh,
First guy that comes
why?
up.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Dakota. Yeah,
So I'm
that's
telling you,
unfortunate.
man.
You shouldn't leave.
I'm
your
not
name
making it up.
fag. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
He's got a great beard, though.
No, he was talented
Dakota
dude.
fag.
That's his real name. I always thought that was crazy. Look at him.
Yeah.
He's like, you big words don't want no wreck.
It's don't want no rap.
Subbu,
It's gotta
big
be.
time fag. Come get it.
I hope you
man.
isolate some of that, by the way. It's a lot of FAG. Okay, mark it, and let's lift some of that. Okay, someone's got me saying some big stuff.
All right.
Let's little payback.
This is a real guy, though. I'm not making this up.
No, he's
Yeah.
cute, too. It's too bad that he's got that name.
Yeah.
Anyways, you and I have also been into 90 Day Fiance the other way, where Americans go and find their love in third world countries, and it's pretty nutty.
It's getting intense. I'm ripping through the season. You've been falling asleep, and I keep going. And
Well, I can hear it. I hear it.
it is true because you're like, and then you're like, did she really say that? I'm like, yep. But so there's a couple relationships that are standing out right now in this season of 90 Day Fiance the other way, which is there's an American girl who's going to go to Korea, and which is not a third world country, we should point out, because you're like, it's third world country.
Well, so far the ones
But-
I've seen have been
No, I know,
Americans
there's-
in like a pig village in Ecuador.
I know.
And then
Well, it's-
India, like
Well, I know, but they're going to all different types of countries.
just not
but-
America. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
90 Day Fiance, not America.
Talk English now. So, but what's fascinating about the 22-year-old girl who is going to shack up with the 29 or 30-year-old Korean guy is that he not only lives with his parents in Korea, which is a normal thing, but he comes to visit with his parents so that they can be around her and her already 3-year-old daughter. She's pregnant with the Korean guy. She has a 3-year-old daughter. First night, they came from Korea. She gets an Airbnb. It's fine. They have their own room. Her fiance, let's say, is like, all right, like gets in bed. And then he's like, what's up with getting it in, you know? And she's like, well, my daughter's going to sleep in between us. And he's like, huh? And he's like, when? She goes, every night. This is a man that she's known for basically 3 weeks. They've been, Skyping and whatever, talking, FaceTiming all the time, but she doesn't really know him. And she's like, yeah, my 3-year-old's going to sleep in between us every night forever.
Yeah. Right, but how did she get pregnant in the first place then? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a good question. I don't know.
How in the world did they knock boots to begin with? That's a good
I
saying
don't
too.
know. Well, she goes, girl, let's knock.
Body rocking, knocking the boo. Sing it. You know this one.
I
All
do.
night.
Yeah.
I think
H-Town? I think that's who that was.
That's horny. Let's do it.
No.
Come ride it. My
No, it's
pony.
Genuine.
Genuine. My
Yeah.
saddle. Bow. 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 Bow.
Okay. So.
But he's so fey. That Korean.
Yeah. He looks like a
is-
beautiful woman.
He looks like an FAGG. Dakota.
I feel like.
No, he's tiny. He's so tiny and feminine.
I know.
He's pretty. Look, he looks like he should be in a boy
Yeah.
band.
So there they are.
Yeah,
There they are.
he's so pretty. I
He
like him.
is. Yeah, like you could put him in the right light, and I'd be like, she's cute.
Yeah.
You know.
No, but Korean men are very beautiful.
But see how
that's why the K-pop.
I know. Then what
stuff-
happened to Bobby?
Who?
Lee. He doesn't look good.
Bobby.
Yeah.
I know.
He looks like he could have been like a beautiful Korean man, and then
Yeah.
someone just farted on him, and then and then you're like, "What's that?" And you're like, "That's Bobby."
Farted
He's
on
like,
him.
"Rah."
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, he looks like a butt
But
splatter.
this girl's real fragile emotionally too.
Yeah, she's crying.
Oh boy.
She's one of those like every she goes, "I just want breakfast to turn out good."
Oh boy. Yeah.
And then you're like, "Is she crying over breakfast?" And she's
Yeah.
and then she's like, I don't know which gate he's flying into.
Yeah.
Cries.
Cry.
That is a lifetime of that, by the way.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
never going to stop.
Instability. And
Yeah.
like she shows up at the airport. They landed 45 minutes ago. Like you don't have an app
By
on
the way,
your
that was
phone.
always, for me, I went on like several one-time dates with like the emotional girl. I always
Tears.
was like, I'll never see you again.
Well, that's why
Yeah.
you like me, because I don't like feelings.
Yeah.
And right, comedians don't really feel them.
I definitely don't like that kind of shit where it's like, I just wanted it to be a good breakfast. You're like, all right. Jesus.
She does drop
Get
a tear
your
for
fucking shit together.
everything. It's so annoying. She's so unstable.
Yeah.
But the little boy, it's a little girl too, by the way. Like,
Yeah.
why do you want your 3-year-old girl sleeping next to a dude
That you just
with a dick? Yeah. Like, are you out of your mind?
Who just told you he wants to fuck?
Yeah.
You know, he's like, I'm trying to fuck right now. She's like,
Yeah.
well, just my daughter's gonna be here, so just
Negative, bro.
It's weird.
It is weird.
Um,
but that's not the point. We're talking about the Ecuadorian lady.
Oh no, we're talking about her, and now we're
okay.
You know,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Whereas there's different people on the show, so that's one of them. There's also a 60-year-old woman who goes to India with a 30-year-old man who lies to her about his family life, his job, his housing situation. So she's like, well, he's going to take care of me. And then he's like, I am poor, I am broke, and we have to live with my parents soon.
Is that right? Did he say that last night?
This is it right here.
There he is. Sumit.
Yeah.
But of course, okay. And another thing that's really annoying.
And he catfished her.
Well, let's give that. Americans can never say the name of the person they're dating. She called him Summit for like episode. I'm like, bitch, even I know it's Sumit because he's Indian, you stupid cow.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, he catfished her. He was sending her pictures
of like a super hot guy.
I'm hot as F. I'm like this model.
She was like, what?
Yeah.
And then he was like, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Here I am.
That's who she was sending. He was sending her in. Yeah. And she was like, what is up?
Yeah. And like, I love the delusion of the older person thinking that
This
guy's
guy.
into her. Like, bro, how delusional are you?
Yeah, you really have to be desperate and so willfully delusional. Like you know that guy right there in that photo is not interested, right?
No, not even in my best looking 20s. You know what I mean? Like I was never that fit. Like I'd have to be at a fitter level
For this guy.
Yeah, like there's no way.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh my God.
So she's just a crazy old lady.
And she has no money.
Yeah, and there was a great scene. So she's 60 and she goes and sits with a financial advisor and she goes, so I want to lay it out to you. I am moving to India for the rest of my life and I'm just going to shack up with this guy there. Can we go over my financial situation? And he's like, sure. And he's like, is this everything? And she's like, yep. He's like, you have about 6 months of living
in India, which is like $20 a month, right?
He's like, I don't know what you've done with your life, but it's not good. He's like, you have no retirement. He's like, this is all the cash you have? And she's like, mm-hmm. He's like, well, yeah, you could definitely live for 6 months there. And she's like, cool, gonna pack up and go.
And sell everything I have.
Yeah.
And leave behind grandbabies
Yeah.
and daughters. And she has like a nice family life
It's
in
true.
America.
But the best of the best is definitely the pig farmer.
Yeah.
The pig farmer is in Ecuador.
Ecuador.
And
Evelyn.
That's right. It's Evelyn.
Cold as ice.
There they are. So Evelyn and Corey, that's their names. And that's on the bed there.
That's
I
the
can give you the story.
Mm.
So this guy is a really innocent, nice guy. And he's a square. And he's a fucking cracker. And he's a Mormon, live in the woods. Just a do everything by the book, nice guy. So he takes a vacation and he ends up in Ecuador. He runs into this girl and he's like, oh my God. She's gorgeous. She's sexy. He's never seen anything like. He's never been around it. And she's also like, she's got a little attitude. She kind of busts his balls. Well, he is in love. He's completely in love. And they maintain a relationship. She ends up coming to visit him in Washington. And he does live like out in the woods. But she absolutely hates it. She's like, well, I'm never moving here. I'm going back to Ecuador. And if you want to be with me, you have to move, not just to like Ecuador, not to the capital, to Quito, but you have to move.
To Quito? I didn't know that's the
Quito.
name. Delicious.
Yeah, right? But you have to move to what is it? Igabao?
Egabao. Yeah, Egabao.
My fish and pig village that is,
literally a pig village. There's no pavement.
Yeah, there's just dirt roads
it's dirt,
and
mud.
and whatever. That's where she's from.
Pigs
and
running
she's like,
around.
that's where I'm staying. That's where I'm going to live. So if you want to be with me, you have to come here. This motherfucker says yes. He sells his car. He takes his life savings. He sells everything he owns. He gives her money, first of all, to open a bar in this village, like by the beach. So he gives her a few grand for that. Buys her everything she needs to take back to mother, sister, father, cousins, grandma. Like she's like, they need this, they need that. He buys it all. She makes him pull over on the way to the airport when he's dropping her off to go home, get ATM money, give her cash to go home. He packs up his life. He flies down to Ecuador. And when he lands at the major airport, he calls her. He's like, hey, I'm here. Where are you? And she's like, I stayed home, like in the village. And he's like, what? And she goes, you could just take a bus. She goes, you're a big boy. You can figure it out. This is your welcome to
the new country, the new life.
He's like, I have 4 suitcases with me.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay.
Well, not only that, he's like, yeah, I have 4 suitcases. I'm the gringo walking around.
Yeah.
And I got a TV in one of the suitcases. I have an engagement ring in the other one. Like, this guy's ready to get jacked any minute.
Yeah. And she's like, whatever. Then they cut to her with her family. And she's like, they're like, why aren't you picking him up? She's like, he's got to do shit on his own. She goes, hope he doesn't get robbed. Like that. Like, hope he doesn't get robbed. And they're like, okay. And then they're like, what? Why are you being like this? She goes, I don't want to marry him. And they go, he's like he's moving his whole life down here. She's like, whatever, we'll see. Like totally indifferent.
No intention of marrying this man.
He gets to town and he's like, so let's go to your place. She's like, it's not ready. Like they're doing something there. He's like, so where are we staying? She goes, we're going to stay at my grandmother's tonight. And he's like, okay. So they have to walk with the 4 suitcases, like a 20-minute dirt road walk to her grandmother's.
And mind you, he's been on an airplane for
all day.
And then he had to take 2 buses to get to Engabao.
Mm-hmm.
And he's panicked the whole time. It's a dicey thing. And now he's like exhausted. And she's like, it's a 20-minute walk because we don't have a car.
So they get to grandma's. Okay. And when they get to grandma's, the grandma's like, greets them, takes them to the bed. She goes, you can stay here. Now the bed is just a mattress with sheets. And there's a makeshift wall. It's like a cardboard thing. There's no ceilings and there's no windows to the outside. So all the elements can be in the room. And he says, there's not like a mosquito net. And she goes, did you bring one? And he's like, no. And he goes, is there any mosquito repellent? And she goes, I think your bad energy is repellent enough. She says that to him. And then he just drops his head. He's like, I'm sorry. Like totally cucks out.
Yeah.
And then
she's like, you should be thanking my grandmother for putting you here.
Yeah. She goes, you need to show your gratitude.
Which is true. Like, hello.
You should thank my grandmother for this piece of shit arrangement.
Yep.
But
that's the room, by the way, that he's sleeping in that we were just looking at, that brick wall and the garbage cans there. That's his room.
That's the room.
And then he's like, I think I can plug in. Is there anywhere I can plug in something? She's like, there's one outlet in this whole house.
It's in another room.
We're not going to let you use it, dipshit.
So
talk about a warm welcome to your new homeland.
Yeah, she's just totally cold but the thing is,
oh my God,
this guy is such a sweet boy.
Yeah.
And she doesn't respect it.
No.
And I think she needs to get drilled. That's really what she needs.
Yeah.
She needs a fucking gorilla pounding where her eyes roll back into her head and she respects the guy whose dick is doing it. That's what he needs to make her do.
I know. And normally
make those kinds of noises.
Well, you specifically said to give her the Piledriver.
Yeah.
Which
it's true.
I think you're right here. I think you're 100% right. Is that she needs an alpha male, a guy who's not going to take this nonsense from her. And she keeps trying to make him tougher. That's what the whole thing is. Take the bus. She's trying to grow him up.
She is.
But like, bitch, he ain't going to grow up. Like he's a
nice
little
guy.
nice. Yeah, he's sweet.
Yeah,
he's
no.
not that guy.
He needs like
She needs alpha.
legs pinned back, and he's just like, you know, like really. And, and she's like, stop. Like she's trying to say stop, but it still feels good.
How do you say
know?
stop in Spanish?
Para, alto, alto. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think anybody really does the pile driver in real life, though?
Yeah, sometimes.
I don't think so. I don't think anyone really does it.
Yeah, it happens.
Do you pile drive people? Is that real?
No, I don't even know. Pile driver?
Tell him, Tom.
Okay, so picture like this. The girl's laying on her back, right? On the ground, right? Now you grab her ankles and you lift her ankles up. So now it's like her neck and head are on the ground, but and then you drop your dick down into her.
This is the stupidest thing I've
Right?
ever.
No, it wouldn't work for me because I usually
There you
go for
There
the.
you go.
Squatted
That's a reverse pile driver.
Can I?
Can you find the other one? Can you find the correct one?
But that one, you'd have to have your peener down. Like, you'd have to push your erect peener down. That'd be hard. That one, that's not too crazy.
No. See, like how that image is. What?
No, he's looking for a different. There you go.
There it is.
That's it.
That's it.
That's the pile driver.
Yeah, you're gonna. Yeah.
You do that one? Who's doing that in real life?
We're gonna have to blur a little bit, but you know, you get it. You get it, right? What do you think? Yeah, but don't you think that if he did that to her the next morning, she's like, "Hey, I made you coffee," like she'd show a little more respect.
Absolutely, that's exactly what you need.
See, what's going on here, though? Because as a woman, I mean, I kind of get it. Like, he's too wimpy.
He is.
And that's not very sexually attractive. But
she's doing that thing where she wants him to be a different person. That's not who he is.
It's not who he is.
He is a sweet, nice guy.
Right.
And that's how he's going to be.
So she's essentially trying to get rid of him by icing him out. Like, she's like,
And
I don't
he's
care.
like, well, I love you. It'd be, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if, like, at the end of this, she's like, I love it. And they end up being together, you know? It's one of those things where he's going to, like, break her down with how she can't break him.
Jesus.
You
That's
know?
so sick.
But she's saying mean shit. Like, even on day one, after all that shit, we didn't even bring up that he says whatever to her, and she's like, why don't you just get your stuff and go home? Like, right away.
Yeah, she wants to get, but that's she's trying to get rid of him without getting rid of him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because now the cameras are there.
Yeah.
And now she's in this TV show. Like, she did not like him at all.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting dynamic to me. Like, why have the guy if you just hate his guts so much? She just hates him.
I don't know. Yeah.
And then there's the old lady with the cute guy in Qatar. The American side Cutter. And she calls him, what, Aladdin? I'm like, isn't it Aladdin?
She calls him, Aladdin.
Aladdin is probably how they say it. Aladdin.
Yeah.
I'm going to go have sex with Aladdin. Another
Aladdin.
delusional, fat, blonde chick, old lady.
She's
Some
so
ripped up, cute Middle Eastern guy.
And he's yoked.
He's
totally yoked, and she's so fat and so old. And he's like, I love you, of course. I don't know what hustle he's pulling, but we haven't seen it yet.
What is that?
It's really weird.
Yeah.
Really weird. Anyways, they're all sexual people. And speaking of sexual people, a few weeks ago.
I am a very sexual person. 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 So are you.
Oh.
So are you. Yes, babe, so are you.
It is our favorite a cappella singer. You know him also as the acupuncture guy. No acupuncture no more.
Yes, of course.
Well, we put the I am a sexual person vibe out there, and you guys immediately responded with a number of remixes. Would you like to hear some?
I live for the remixes.
Okay. Up first is DJ Toe Jam with Sexual Person.
I am a very sexual person. I am a very sexual person. I am a very sexual person. I am a very sexual person. So are you. So are you.
Oh. Wow. Oh. Oh.
So are you. So are you.
I like it.
I like it too.
So are you.
Oh.
It's got nice vibes.
Yeah, you could dance to that.
Yeah, it's
In
good.
the
Did
club.
you hear the vocal fry in that?
And the vocal
I
fry?
think I just heard some Steven Seagal in there.
Really?
I think so. I heard.
Really?
I think so.
Like layered in there?
I think so.
Good ear,
I
man.
just heard it.
Okay.
them
Grass
booties.
Kingdom, who definitely he had a banger with No More Acupuncture. He sent in his Let's Have Sex version.
Say yes.
So let's have sex. Let's have sex. Let's have sex tonight. Let's have sex. Let's have sex. Let's have sex tonight.
Wow. Put your finger in the hole. Let's do a tipsy roll. This song makes me feel very sexual.
I'm in. Great
Let's have
job.
sex.
That's great. Great job.
He's a very sexual person.
Yes, he is. Here is Kyle B with I Am a Very Sexual Person. Big gospel mood.
Big mood.
I am a very sexual person. I am a very sexual person. I am a very sexual person. I am a very sexual
I don't know.
person.
This doesn't seem.
So are you.
This doesn't seem on the right.
Babe, so are you.
It's not on the beat, bro. Let's see. If
Let's have sex.
no, it's okay. Now it's getting better.
Let's have sex.
Yeah.
Let's have sex tonight.
It's like a big ensemble, it sounds like, is there for that.
You know, I was just thinking, I would not move to Ecuador for anybody. Like, you know, like we were talking about like the delayed reaction on those clips. A few minutes later, you're like, dude, like, bro,
That's what hit you?
he loves that bitch.
He loves her.
Like-
he's totally in love with her.
And like, I'm saying,
He's never met anyone like that.
And let me tell you something. I'm not like, I'm a world traveler. I've seen a lot of stuff. I'm aware.
Mm-hmm.
But like, dude, to leave America, bro, it's not happening. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, this is the country for me.
Yeah.
No way. A pig village. There's no cement. No fucking mosquito nets even.
All right,
Get your
hold on.
life.
Let's hear a couple
Not
more
even for you.
songs.
I'd be like, later, homie.
Here's
Find a new soulmate.
You might like this one. This, but thank you for that update. This is Ricky T and the Ticktards. So let's have sex.
Ricky.
So let's have sex.
Oh.
Let's have sex. Let's have sex tonight.
right.
Oh, powerful.
Quick and to the point.
Powerful.
Here's Rico R with Sex Tonight.
Let's have sex tonight.
Oh, it's kind of an 80s vibe. I like this. Kind of dark.
So let's have sex. Let's have sex. Let's have sex tonight. So let's have sex.
I like it.
I like it, yeah.
And here's one more. It's
Wait, isn't
called-
it funny that I feel like people don't really just say, let's have sex.
Usually, I don't know. They're the
It's
ones out
not-
there
yeah, you
throwing
guys
their
are
dongs around.
Like
I
with
don't know.
Tom, I don't go like, hey, babe, let's have sex.
But do you say that when you're out there in the clubs, guys? When you're dropping your ding-zongs around?
Yeah, like to seal the deal, you're like, hey, let's have sex tonight. Let's go back to my place.
Yeah, like, do you say that? That
Nope,
phrase?
I don't think I've ever said that sentence. Let's have sex.
Right.
It's, you know, you just start making moves and then it happens.
You make money moves.
Do you say I'm a sexual person?
That I do say.
You do.
I say that and then I start making moves.
God, I can't even imagine what Adam's moves are like.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's
Oof.
What is your move?
Yeah, what do you do?
What's your game?
I mean, I normally just don't like. I let them be aggressive. That's what I like. I like aggressive.
Oh, aggressive.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know,
You would like Evelyn, the
Yeah.
Ecuadorian pig farmer.
not that kind of aggressive. Not
Really?
like fuck yourself, you figure it out.
But you need a lady to make the first moves, essentially. You prefer that.
Yeah, like whenever I go out with someone, like I normally don't do anything on the first date because I don't know if they like me. You know, it's just all insecurities. I have insecurity issues.
Oh, yeah, you work here, of course.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah, I'm
we all do.
damaged.
Sure.
I'm with you. I like you. I'd go on a date with you.
Yeah, I like
Oh,
you.
thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Because I'm a sexual person.
Let's
I
have
would like to have titties rub my face.
Oh, I hate him the most.
Sex.
I am a very sexual person. 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 So are you. So are you. Yes, babe, so are you.
Yeah.
So let's
I love that he
Okay.
sampled the I'll make you come guy.
Ew.
Oh, I'll make you come.
That's
That guy's
creativity.
the
Yeah.
grossest.
Yeah.
So are you?
Oh, I'll make you.
No, thank you. I got it. He's the grossest of them all. He looks like a murderer. I don't like him. I would rather watch the four-stroke guy on a loop than watch.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm being polite. I've been
I don't like
sincere.
him. He's creepy.
All right. Big show's coming up. You
Yeah.
wanna go ahead?
Yeah. Let me beg you, if you're in Nashville, come to my shows this week, please. I'm at Zany's October 3rd through 5th. Dear God. Are there any mommies in Nashville? Please come.
Yeah.
And then I do a residency at Flippers in Sperm Bank in the Yoo-Hoo Room every week on Thursday night. It's only 50 people. I love to work out material with you guys there. I'm doing it every Thursday through December. October 10th, I'll be doing it. But then October 17th, I'm in Irvine at the Irvine Improv in Sperm Bank, California. And then October 25th, Pasadena at the Ice House, 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock show. November 22nd, Seattle at the Neptune. What did I do? Did I fuck it up? Oh, okay. And then Portland, Oregon, November 23rd.
All right. You can see me in Des Moines on October 8th. I'll be at the Des Moines Civic Center. The next day, Lincoln, Nebraska. Then Sioux City, a.k.a. Sioux City, Iowa.
Oh, shoot.
Minneapolis on the 11th. The early show is sold out. The late show has tickets available. And then I end that week in Fargo on October 12th. Then a couple weeks later, it's off to Europe where I do Budapest. Berlin and Amsterdam are sold out. Some tickets left, very few left for Antwerp. Tickets available in Paris, a few left in London and Salford, and the early show in Dublin has some tickets. Then it's off to Kingston, New York City, Bensalem, Buffalo, Syracuse, and Charlotte. They're all at tomsegura.com/tour. I also announced that I'm going to Australia in the new year. Here is an update for you. The show January 20th in Sydney is almost sold out, as is the 18th in Brisbane and the 17th in Melbourne. We're not going to add. I'm just going to stick to one show on that trip. So if you want to go to it, you probably got to get tickets now. There's still tickets available in Perth, but only, less than 200 left there. And then I go to Auckland, New Zealand on the 25th of January. And my residency in Las Vegas was announced. I'm going to be at the Mirage multiple times, and the first two are going to be March 6th and 7th, May 29th and 30th. Those are in Vegas in 2020. They are also on sale. I know it's way in advance, but that's how they announce it. So go to tomsegura.com/tour for all of those tickets, and I thank you very much. It's rare that we get to have people we actually enjoy on this show.
Oh my God,
and
Tom.
This week, today, right now, it's one of those. It's a person who's fun to be around, an absolutely hilarious comic you may have seen or you need to see his latest Ideas Not Worth Spreading comedy special presented by Bill Burr is on Comedy Central. I'm assuming you can go and see it now on the Comedy Central site or app. It's Ian Edwards. Thanks for coming here, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
How y'all doing, man?
Is that true? Can people see it on the app, on the site?
It's right in front of the paywall. Just go to Comedy Central and I guess type it in.
Yeah.
And it's right there.
It's right there.
You watch it for free. You don't have to have a subscription or nothing. Yeah.
You know what I love? It's
you
like
just have to be in America, probably.
Yeah.
You know what I love
Just
is that
be here.
it's a play on the TED Talk format.
Yeah.
Like your
Yeah.
stage is a TED Talk.
Yeah, it's great.
Ideas not worth spreading.
Ideas not worth spreading.
Amazing.
And that's the truest statement ever said by me.
And you've been killing it for years and years. People forget, don't even know this. You're in your 70s and you
Yes.
look amazing.
Well, 80.
80.
Yes.
No, but you look amazing. It's funny.
I'm in my 80.
You're in your 80.
Yeah, I'm in my 80.
I've been in comedy clubs and like seen your photo on the wall. I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Oh, that's
Like,
right.
It's Ian with dreads.
I was 10.
Yeah.
And you were 10.
When did you start stand up? Because I
Like
remember
early
seeing that.
20s.
Early
Yeah.
20s.
Yeah, yeah.
In the 1920s?
Yeah, 1920s, yeah. I was when they wouldn't let black guys in the club, they're like, come on, all right, let's let this kid do his thing.
Oh,
It's
you're so
fucking amazing.
funny,
But you're
man.
like,
there you are.
you're a grinder. You, let's see. Let's see if
that guy's not me.
That's not
Damn.
Ian.
The guy in the white shirt's not me.
No, but that is you right
That's
there.
me right there.
Yeah.
What?
That's me. That's all handsomeness right there.
Damn.
And that one below that's a girl. That's not me.
No.
That's a white dude.
And
That's,
there's Ian on the
No,
bottom, the
that's
left.
you.
that's me to like
That's
no,
you.
it's
There's
you.
Ian.
That's you with Austin Morris Associates.
And then isn't that guy from
There you are, too.
There you are.
That
You are
is
playing
Ian
football.
Ray Edwards.
guys? That is that might not be me.
How many times have you encountered in your life? Because I remember specifically doing a commercial once on set, and this is like the worst thing that could happen. The director's from Ireland, so I think that plays a part in this because it's a really white place. And they flew him in, and one of the actors was black,
That's hilarious.
and right away he was like, do you know who you look like? And we were all like, oh shit. And he goes, and the actor was just like, oh, who? And he goes, Wesley Snipes. And everybody was like,
and it's some guy with dreads who's light skinned.
right. and the worst part is that the person saying it's not like a grit, it's the director.
Right.
So then you got with the director, everyone's kind of like, yeah, cool, man. And then I feel like and we all were like, and you could tell that the actor was like, I definitely know I don't look anything like Wesley Snipes. So then we all were like, he's Irish.
Right.
And he's probably like maybe met two black people or something.
Right.
Yeah.
And then he probably watched like Passenger 57 last night. And then he
Last
saw
night.
you. And then now he's like, hey, you know who you look like? This guy I saw. Have you ever had that kind of weird someone associating you with somebody, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, somebody just did it, but not with somebody who's famous, like with an open micer.
oh, yeah.
Yeah. I just got tagged in a photo of some guy who's at the Comedy Store. I
Yeah.
performed that night. This is 3 weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I got a picture with the great Ian Edwards, and it's some other dude.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
you're like, yo.
I'm like, then I just reposted it.
That's the way they handle it. See, it happens to me all the time. So it's not. It's definitely not.
Really?
Well, it's not race specific. It's what happens is like if somebody
the bearded guys.
Yeah, it'll be like any guy with a beard. It could be a guy with an open wound on his face.
Yeah.
There's a race of beard people now.
Yeah, it's a beard
just
race.
like you. It's a beard race for real.
It's a beard race.
Oh, that's
any guy with a
true.
beard. They're like, and then I get tagged in a bunch of like met Tom Segura tonight, and it just as long as the guy looks generally unhealthy, they'll be like, I met you tonight.
And wearing a baseball cap.
Yeah,
yeah,
and a beard.
Yeah, I get tagged with like Nikki Glazer, Amy Schumer,
any
blonde white chick.
Any
yeah,
blonde.
My favorite is the randoms where they go, I guess Tom Segura's at my gate, like at a flight, and it'll just be a fat piece of shit who's just like eating.
That's just people fucking with you though.
They're fucking with me, but he'll have a beard, and then they'll be like, you're here. And you're like, cool, man.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. We're just talking about you have like such a specific cadence and accent. You're born in England, raised in Jamaica. You come over at 17
to New York.
Jeez, so now you got New
Yeah.
York.
Yeah,
You just said
yeah.
it, New York. So you're born. What part of England are you from?
From I think I was born in Hammersmith County Hospital.
Oh,
Just not
Hammersmith Palai. Right, Tom, you speak good English.
Hello.
There you go. Do it for it.
Hello, here. Welcome, sir. Welcome home.
And Sheffield.
I'm just glad it wasn't the typical. I like that British accent, that version of it. Yeah.
Would you like the more? Do you feel like more people do the refined one or the shitty
Yeah,
one?
I think more people do the refined one.
Right.
Yeah,
the
it's
refined one.
fancier.
Yeah.
But a lot of English people, like I watch soccer,
Yeah.
and those
Yeah.
fans, they're not refined
At all.
No.
Those are just some hard. Those are just Southern English people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like there are rednecks.
Yeah, they're red. Yeah, exactly.
Man. Yeah, like this, it's like our version of that.
Yeah, you're like, what the fuck did you just say?
That's
Yeah, totally.
I am constantly saying, "What the fuck did you just say?"
Yeah.
To the people who are supposedly speak the language that I speak fluently.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
it's like the language originated there, and half the time when I'm like, "Huh?
Yeah.
You speak? This is how it's supposed to sound?"
Yeah, exactly. Does your English come with subtitles or something? Because I don't understand. what you're
Scottish
saying.
people speak.
Oh,
English?
forget it.
Fuck that.
That's
Jesus.
tough
That's
too.
over.
Now we were watching some stupid show on Netflix last night where it's like you and your mate, you take selfies and then they go out in the street and the strangers in the world vote to see who's hotter, you or your boyfriend or
This
girlfriend.
is on Netflix?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
stupid show, and they were
We
interviewing.
don't have a show on Netflix.
we have
No.
yeah, I know, right? And
Jesus.
anyway, their accents were so like you could tell what you were talking about. Like, I like her because she looks fit. I like her fit. And I'm like, we don't understand half of this shit they're saying.
He's so hot. He's so hot. I want his body all over me right now. I would do filthy fucking things to him.
Doesn't say fucking.
Filthy things to him.
He goes to gym.
Yeah, that's pretty much the normal.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
chick that you run into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In it, right? Yeah.
In
In
it.
it.
Yeah.
In
In
it.
it.
After everything.
Yeah.
Everything is in it.
Yeah.
In it.
In it.
It's cool in here, isn't it?
It's cool. In it.
Yeah.
In it. That's another word they always say.
In it.
Like there's some one word that they always say.
There's something
Yeah.
psychological
after everything.
to
Yes.
to saying like the equivalent here would be saying something and then ending your sentence
Like, you
always
know.
with right or you know.
Yeah.
Like,
There's what's
In
the English right?
right in it.
Right.
In
In
it.
it.
In it.
Yeah.
In it.
In it.
Yeah,
But
because
there's another one.
but
too. I
you're
can't
like
remember it
you're
now.
basically you're looking for validation or agreement, approval with every sentence. If you speak
Yeah,
like that
yeah, yeah.
in any place, if you're just always saying "cool here,"
Right?
right? You want to get you're hungry, right? You ready
Yeah,
to go,
you
right?
want
Like,
agreeance,
you'd be like,
yeah.
dude, just fucking yes.
Yeah, you're looking for validation after
Yeah.
everything you say. In it.
In
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 it.
it. In it.
In it.
In it. Yeah.
I mean, some acts. I mean, look.
Do this one. This
motherfucker.
one's
Listen
amazing.
to this
See if you
fucking
can
guy.
understand this one.
Not the host, the guy he's going to speak.
Is that Brian Callen?
No, this guy's about 35 years younger.
Here in Clarny because we've been invited by a very special character. I hear he's a local legend, and his name is Sham.
Sham, look at that. No reason, Sham, look at that.
Sham, how are you?
Good, my dear.
We're here in Killarney today.
Nice to meet you.
Are you from Killarney?
I'm Mugga. I'm out
Born and bred.
Born and bred in Killarney.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
They went and got the town drunk.
Right,
Yeah.
right, right.
And they clearly is that, like he's reverting back. His mouth is going back to baby age. That's how long he's been around. Where like his teeth have died.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, there's
like,
only a few left.
There's only a few left.
Yeah.
But the impressive thing is that guy can understand every fucking thing
That's
the
exactly
guy's
right.
saying. And that's
exactly
blowing
right.
my mind.
He has no problem with it.
He has no problem. He's like
oh, born and bred 5 miles down the road.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, how come he's not saying, say that again?
Yeah.
How are you understanding this guy?
No problem with it.
That is bananas.
He should be saying, what the fuck are you saying?
saying?
Right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think makes it a great town?
Alright, again. Jag blir det bara en granne. Har du så vill man där. När håller det då?
Yeah, lots of tourists
Det
around.
tror du som granne.
It's great, isn't it?
Great, give me your voice.
Oh, is this a prank show?
No.
Yeah, he understands everything.
Now, to be fair, so like flip it on you, I have, if you're talking about like a real born and bred hardcore Jamaican, I've seen shit where I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that guy's saying either.
Yeah, because that's not.
That's true.
Because that's
not
patois,
full, that's
right?
patois,
Yes, because I don't understand. I've been to whatever have I been to? Maybe Montego Bay, and I can hear people talking in that patois. I have no fucking idea what those broads are saying.
Is that all?
But
in
you
your
understand all that shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that ever
Most
leave
of
you,
it.
or no? Or that's the thing. Does it kind of?
It might. It
What-
depends.
my-
I got to run into somebody that throws me off. Like I haven't spoken to. I'm in California, so I haven't spoken to a Jamaican in a long time. Like my mother has a Jamaican accent, but it's Englishized. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'd have to like run into somebody that's just from somewhere that.
But
even
hard-
in Jamaica, you can't even understand.
That's what
that
I'm
shit.
looking. Yeah, that's my favorite about that. How the language changes is. Do you ever play Acme in Minneapolis?
Not yet. They're mad at me.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a
and,
great club.
The owner of the
They
club,
do really well there.
Louis Lee, is from Hong Kong, and he came over at like 30 or something, right? He speaks English with a heavy accent, but he's been over here so long that his Cantonese has like really depreciated.
Right, yeah.
So then I went with him on a tour to Hong Kong a few years ago, and he said that like all his slang is like 40 years old.
It's outdated.
So
yeah.
he's the equivalent of like saying like, slip me some skin.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like, he said that people are like, what? He's saying old ass slang to people.
So when I started at the store, Barry Diamond was there.
Oh, I remember that.
Remember Barry Diamond?
Was he a booker? He became a booker later?
I don't know if he became a booker.
He was an actor too.
He was an actor and a comic.
okay.
And then he was in movies with Tom Hanks. He
I
was like
remember.
one of those big 80s comics.
Yeah.
And then he would go on either before me or after me and do a black guy. But it was that black guy.
black guy?
Like an old school, like
I was like,
Hey, brother,
Yeah,
what it
so-
is?
and I'm like, hey man, I go on right. I said, hey man, I don't sound like that. I don't even know everybody I know sounds like that is dead. Like,
yeah, that's too old.
Update your black guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Like so, even people, and that's why. Listen, I'm a big fan of Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
And he's got this special coming out.
Yep.
Maybe I'm not.
Maybe.
But he's got to update his black guy.
Right. Right.
Because he sounds like
dated. It's too
Like a
dated.
70s
He sounds
black guy.
dated. Yeah. He's like like prime Eddie Murphy black guy. I remember there was a kid that was pretending to be Eddie Murphy's son.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
That kid was like 20 and sounded like Eddie Murphy from the 80s. And I'm like, this is weird. So that always made, and then we found out that it wasn't Eddie Murphy's son.
Oh, I didn't
Okay.
know
Yeah.
that.
He was just pretending to be. He looked like him.
Oh.
And then he'd come
That's
to the store.
crazy.
He'd do sets there.
Oh,
And
my
he-
God.
Yeah.
Oh, he was doing sets?
He was doing sets. And then Richard Pryor has a son, for real. So then that kid and Richard Pryor's son were going to do a tour together.
Whoa.
And then the Eddie Murphy fake got found out. And I think Eddie threatened to sue him or some shit like that.
Damn.
Yeah.
But that kid, they said Eddie Murphy's son is doing a set upstairs. So I went up there to see him. I'm like, why doesn't he sound like the black kids now?
Right. He
And
sounds.
he sounded like, so then
Yeah.
that kind of made me, and then later on they found out that makes sense.
Yeah.
He was trying to make his voice look like Eddie Murphy.
Right. He's doing like a basic
An
impression.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's that is fascinating. And you're so right with like not just like a black guy and everything has that thing of like it works. References work for like a frame period,
Right.
5-year window or 10-year window. But you can definitely start doing an impression that's like distinctly. You're like, oh, that sounds 20 years old.
Yeah. Imagine somebody coming here talking like Chaucer.
Yeah.
Right.
Or somebody coming here sounding all Shakespeare. You're
Right.
Like,
You'd be
where's your time machine?
Right.
Yeah.
Because the regular English has changed. Like shit just changes. Yeah.
Yeah. All the slang and point of views also, right? Like things that like you. It's funny. We talk about it all the time. How jokes that were a valid joke 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Now you
Can't
like,
even
you can't.
do
You'd be like,
Yeah.
That's definitely.
Well, because even when I hear certain jokes from 10 years ago that I used to laugh at, now they kind of bum me out, or I'll be like, oh,
Yeah.
that's insensitive. You know, like,
Bum you out.
yeah, I'm like,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
true.
like that anymore. So your mom, is she there? Are your parents still in Jamaica?
No, they're
moved to
both.
New York.
They both moved to New York.
They're
Oh, that's
both-
right. Sorry, you went to New York.
Well, they're in New York, but one is underground.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah. One is dead.
His dad's not.
Oh,
alive?
underground.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah,
you meant
yeah.
like he's in some kind of cool group
Nah.
that does stuff.
I mean, if
I don't
you
know.
consider dead cool,
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't think
could
so.
be.
It's okay. My
So
mom's
where are they
dead.
playing this week, man? They have a gig, the underground.
I know. I'm like the underground. That sounds neat.
Well, rest in peace to your father.
Oh, cool.
It's all good. You didn't do it. It's
I know.
fine.
No, I definitely didn't do
Oh,
it.
Did you?
No. That is another. So London, huge Jamaican population. New York, obviously huge pop. Did they move there because so many people they knew were there? Is that one of the things that
we had relatives there?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. And then so my mom moved there first, and then she got a job and got all her stuff together, and then brought us over.
I'm fascinated by
Jeez.
destinations like from a country. New York's never really that surprising because it's New
Right.
York and it's so big and so populated. But I'm always fascinated by like, Minneapolis has like this huge. Is it the Hmong population? Ethiopian, Eritrean, Somalian, and you're like, you came here
Right.
from the hottest place.
Yeah, all those
in Africa.
choices.
I know.
You go to Minnesota.
Yeah, the
I
coldest
know.
shit, right?
Jesus.
One time I had a cab driver in Knoxville, Tennessee, who was from Africa. Like he just gotten here from, I forget which place in Africa. But I'm like, really, dude? Of all the fucking states in the Union, Knoxville, Tennessee, you're the only black guy in the whole city. I don't know.
Like in
It bummed me out.
we were just talking Dearborn, Michigan.
Oh my God.
Has the biggest population, I think.
Yes.
Of, is it Middle Eastern people?
Muslims
Yes.
And it's like
So
why?
random. I don't
Yes.
It's
know.
random. Yeah.
And that Hmong population
I
is there's like over 70,000 in the Minneapolis St. Paul area.
That's hilarious.
You know, it's just you're like, what? Why'd you come here?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's not like obviously you got to end up somewhere, but it's just curious, right?
If I from there, from their country, and I get to Minneapolis,
Yeah.
I don't care how Hmong sick I get.
Yeah.
I'm leaving. I'm going somewhere, even if there's just 5 Hmong people and it's sunny.
Yeah.
Like I left New York because I was like, I got a writing job here. The show got canceled, and I was like, it's warm here. I'm staying here.
Yeah,
Everyone wants to stay where it's warm.
I'm not gonna stay. You mean I don't have to deal with these winters? I'm
yeah.
out. Yeah.
Dude, we were talking to
Yeah.
this real estate mogul a few weeks ago about how he invests, and he's like, his number one thing, he's like warm. It's gotta be a warm place.
Oh shit.
And I was like,
Yeah.
what about like upcoming shit? What about like Boise, Idaho has been blowing. He's like, you know what people are gonna do when they get their shit together in Boise? They're gonna leave and they're gonna go somewhere
Yeah.
warm.
Yeah.
So he's like, it's gotta be
That's
a
what-
fucking warm city to buy.
And that's funny because I've been thinking about trying to get some property in Boise.
For real?
For real.
Really?
Because I went on a tour with Tosh. It was a bus tour. We
Yeah.
did shows, and I was blown away and impressed by Boise.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. They got mountains, and I saw that whenever I see they're building in a place, then I go in the morning, take a walk, get a smoothie, and start asking the people behind the counter what's going on in the town. They say a lot of people from California are moving there,
Yep.
and it's building up. I was like, this would be a great place to get into now.
Right.
But yeah, that
I mean,
weather shit.
The
It's
weather shit's
everything,
But
man.
I mean, also, I don't know. I mean, I personally am weather-wise most a fan of places that have 4 seasons.
Yeah.
I like it.
You're one of those, huh?
The hotel?
I like it. The Four Seasons Hotel, for sure. Room service
that I'm okay
24/7.
with.
I have to stay there.
No, but I mean, I don't want to. Of course, I don't want to be in an extended, brutal winter. But I'm saying I don't mind winter that comes and goes to spring and summer.
Yeah, I don't need 4 fucking seasons.
I like it.
Fuck it, I could live in Florida in a minute. I
Yeah.
love warmth. I'm sorry, I fuck London too, or England, to live there. I love the country. I love it. But I live. When I studied abroad there, it was so depressing because you know the sun comes out for 5 hours a day in the winter, and then they're drunk all day because it's depressing.
Why England colonized the world, because you know England had America, a lot of the Caribbean, India, Pakistan, and a lot of the Middle East, and it's because they were like, man, this is shit. We got to go rob some shit. We got to rob somewhere sunny. We're not staying here.
I know.
And so how are we going to fight like an African continent? There's more people there than us. You want to stay here?
I know.
Or you want to fight the entire continent of Africa and own some of it?
Let's bounce.
That's how powerful weather is. It'll just turn you into a monster.
It's everything.
Yeah.
I always feel like weather is as like tired as a conversation can be about weather, it is undervalued. It's underrepresented. Like it should be the priority of like where you're going on the trip to live. It's like it's everything. It
is for vacation.
When shit's too hot, shit is like you're just
Mess
like I
up
don't
the
want to
whole
go
thing,
anywhere. And too cold, same thing. You just got to stay indoors. So,
where did you grow up?
I lived in a bunch of places.
Of places.
I mean, mostly Midwest places. I did live in Minneapolis. I did live in Milwaukee, Cincinnati, and then in Florida. So I got extremes, like extreme winters, pretty extreme, and then brutally hot, extended summers, you know?
Extended. And Christina, where'd you grow up?
Here.
You're here. So here's the thing that I was talking about the other day with a friend, and it's because you brought it back to my mind. Like when I was a kid, I never asked another kid or had a conversation about the weather.
Yeah.
Right. You didn't.
Like when I say, man, like, what's it like out there? Like, you know how some people, when you just, as an adult, you're like, yeah, it's hot, huh?
Yeah.
Or it's got a wind chill factor? Like, how come when we were kids, we didn't give a fuck?
That's so true.
I know.
I only since I've been an adult have I even tolerated.
You're totally right.
Somebody saying something to me about the weather. And tagging their thing about the weather so that they can tag it back and we go back and forth.
It's totally true.
Like, it was never hot or too hot when I was a kid.
It's true. And I think you're more pure and you're more just like, you're not thinking about how that's going to affect choices you make. That's the thing.
Right.
You're just interested in fun.
But like as a kid in Jamaica.
Yeah. So
there was
fucking
never one day.
Yeah.
Jamaica's hot as shit.
Yeah.
There was never one day I thought about not going outside because it was too hot.
Right.
We didn't have AC.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I just don't remember a kid ever saying, man, it's hot today.
No.
I swear to God.
Used to it.
We're so used to it.
Now,
Same here.
Do you
It was hot
complain
as
about
balls.
it now?
Dealt with it.
Like if it's a super hot day, would you complain about it now?
Kind of. Not really. Because what bugs me is when people, man, it's hot. I say, it's California in the summertime.
Yeah.
Like, it's this way every summertime. You've lived here 10 years.
Yes.
What are you saying to me?
Of course.
This is some obvious shit.
Yeah.
And you know what I admire about you right now? It's the middle of summer in California, and you're wearing a windbreaker jacket.
I mean, got the AC on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've got my space heater on right now.
You got your space? You do?
Space
I'm
heater.
cold as
That's
fuck.
heater?
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
She's got a heater on.
Because I grew up in warm weather, and I like to be warm. I'm like a reptile.
2
on
weeks
the rock.
ago, we were here. It was 105 that day. And she was like, heat all the way up.
All the way up.
Yep.
Feels good.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, me too.
I kind of.
That's because we're warm weather people.
Warm weather people, man.
How'd you live in New York?
I'm trying to figure that out now.
How long were you there?
For at least maybe like 10 years or something.
Jesus,
Damn.
did you just cry in the winter? You must have cried.
All day, just sobbing.
I mean,
I can picture you on the subway just crying.
I lived for the summer.
Yeah.
Like, it's like a prison sentence.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to kill yourself. Summer's only 3 months away.
Right.
And then we just live for the summer.
Yeah.
And then it'll end, and then you just deal with the Christmas will help you deal with the beginning of winter.
Yeah.
Because it's a favorable, fun season. And then it's just
Yeah,
cold.
I get you.
And
I
then
mean,
you just live 3 more months for the
I will
summer.
say the only time I get like, because I'm with you that it's summer and so it should be hot. I find myself complaining more and getting irritated when it's like late October. You're like, this is supposed to be fall coming
here?
close. Yeah. And you're like,
We
we're
get
getting
fucked
into
here.
November, and you're like, it's 97 today.
I like that shit. Too.
You like
I
it?
kinda
Yeah, I
like
love
it a
that
little
shit.
bit.
Whoa.
I
Yeah,
can
man.
swim.
Yeah.
Now, your mom, does
that
she, when you were a little boy and she would comfort you, would she say, "Oh, Ian, everything is Irie"?
Comfort. Jamaica.
Does everybody
First, let
say
Tom
that?
react to that.
Does everybody say that?
Look at Tom.
Oh, Ian. Barakacha. Run them things, Ian.
Yeah, Irie.
When she would rob me, run them things in.
Yeah.
That's when you say run them things.
Yeah.
Is that what you
Rob
said?
somebody.
That's like when you rob somebody in New
Yeah.
York. Run that shit. Run that shit.
man.
So you're telling me people don't say Irie?
I'm like, Mom, you just gave me the dinner. You want me to run it? You
Run
just
it.
taking it back.
And then would she be like, Ian, don't worry, be happy.
And
Like
she
that.
say, "Don't worry, be happy."
And then your dad be like, smoke this blunt.
Let me
And
tell
he'd
you
roll
something.
it up, pass it around the
It's
table.
hilarious. What's the name of that guy that came up with "Don't Worry, Be Happy"?
Bobby McFerrin.
That's one of the worst songs that ever happened to Jamaican people.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
When that came out, were you very upset? Like,
I mean,
did it trickle over?
You just had to ride it out like the winter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How many years did you hear that shit?
Too long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like, "Oh, you're from Jamaica. Don't worry, be happy."
Yeah. I'm like, I don't even know. He wasn't from Jamaica, was he?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. But he fucked up Jamaican people's
He
lives.
fucked
with
up
that.
Jamaican
Yeah.
people's lives. Like, if you're an immigrant aboard and
Yeah.
a white person comes
People
up to you
are
and sings, don't, yeah.
Yeah.
And
then they be
you
like-
punch them in the face.
Yeah.
The complete opposite sentiment of the song.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
No, you want Sister Nancy bumping, right?
Yeah,
There
that's
you
That's a,
go.
that's
Yeah.
a national anthem,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
as it should be.
Yeah.
What's the other one?
But nobody said, just to be clear, nobody says Irie. Am I right?
Yeah,
I
people
mean,
say Irie.
They do?
Yeah, they say Irie. Yeah.
I thought it was just a thing that tourists learn.
No.
That's why I
Irie's
asked you.
real.
How about
Give me some context. How do you use
did
it?
you like when people
I'll tell
go,
you.
if you
I can't
go, you go, hey, you want something to drink? And then somebody goes, yes, mon.
It's no. Oh, so that.
Is that good?
So that.
Got a good
So
one?
that used to bug me.
Right.
That the man.
Mon.
Man.
Man.
That's annoying.
So you know,
I
was
can't
talking about
imagine why.
that because Jamaican people don't use it like that.
Right.
So
Right. Okay.
How do
so
they
when
use
I
it?
had auditions
Mhm.
and they try to do
Oh,
like a
God.
Jamaican character,
Fuck.
whether it was a sitcom or a Taco Bell commercial,
Yeah.
they would just put man at the every end of every
Oh.
sentence. So it'd be, "Hello, how you doing today, man?" You know.
Yeah.
What time is it, man? So that's how they would Jamaican every sentence up
Yeah.
with the man.
And you're like, none of us
And,
speak
and
like
we
this.
don't say man after everything.
It would
So
be
how
like
would you say
after.
it?
Can I guess?
I'll tell you.
Can I guess?
Uh-huh.
Would it be in the context of a yes man, like
Yes,
after a-
man, or
Right.
want man.
Okay.
Like it's like hi. So it's
Oh.
like, but instead of what's happening, it's like
Yeah.
want man.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's like
Instead
what's
of
up.
hi, what man?
yeah. But that's like what's up.
What's
you know
up,
what I
yeah.
mean?
See, I wouldn't put it there. I don't hear it that way.
And
I
then,
would-
then you just put it where the other people who wrote
Yeah,
the audition would put it.
I put it where white people put it.
You put it
Yeah.
where white people
Hey,
put it.
man, yeah.
I got this Irie drink, man.
Irish drink, man.
Because there's so many bad
Stupid.
Jamaican. Yeah, like we've
Yeah,
ruined
yeah.
your guys' whole
Oh,
thing.
yeah,
So
it's gotta be.
okay, so then Irie.
Hilarious.
Then how do I use Irie?
Is-
Everything's Irie.
How you doing, Irie?
Ah,
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah,
Irie.
Irie. It's like I'm good, Irie.
I'm good. Yeah.
Irie.
You're Irie.
Yeah, Irie.
Yeah, you're like you good.
Got you.
You know, like that. And then, who knows if that's changed in Jamaica now?
All right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to go back to
Right,
Jamaica
right.
and sound like an '80s Jamaican
That's
person.
what you can sound like Louis Lee.
Yeah, I could be.
And-
I could sound like Barry. They'd be the Barry Diamond of Jamaican
yeah.
people.
Like you walk in, you're like Irie, and they're like, the fuck?
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Like, this dude back from the future? What
Yeah.
the fuck, man? That's hilarious.
I forgot Mun. Jeez,
Yeah,
that was
Mun.
annoying.
But
That
I
even
think
annoyed me in the
Yeah,
80s.
What's the
yeah.
other hack?
Oh,
There's got to be a
God.
couple other ones.
Yeah,
It's
what are
like,
the
yeah,
other-
man, don't worry, be happy. Irie. That was a bunch of weed stuff. Ganja. Everyone was like,
Oh, ganja.
Like,
Yeah,
you
everybody
guys-
thought because
yeah.
you're Jamaican, you smoke weed.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
24/7.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah.
They're
Which
like,
it is not legal in Jamaica to
No.
smoke weed. Yeah.
No.
A lot of people think it is.
That's true.
And I remember being there, and they're like, "Do not. You want to buy weed? You can go to jail. It's illegal."
Yeah, they always give you the heads up. Like if you go on a cruise ship and you get off, like there's like 20 guys there, like you trying to smoke, and then Americans are like, "Yeah, this is like especially 10 years ago," and they'd be like, "We're gonna go up this hill, up this mountain, dude's house." Nah, you don't want to do that shit, man.
Yeah.
No, ganja, man.
And then Bob Marley posters, a lot of that, and
Well, Bob Marley was just big, period. So
Yeah.
he's like,
Yeah.
that's just standard. That's everybody's idol. That's like the Jesus painting on the wall.
Right, it's
You have
Marley.
Bob Marley.
Now,
If
what
you ain't gonna have
about-
Jesus, at least have Bob Marley.
Here's the thing with like somebody as famous as him with his catalog. You have like with music, people go. The songs that you celebrate or like from an artist kind of dictate how people view you. So if you go like, oh, Buffalo Soldier, is that something where if you're Jamaican, you're like, that's one of them whack ass songs, or is it like
that was
so
good.
that's a good one to like.
Like there's no bad Bob Marley song.
So it's cool to like the catalog.
The
is
whole
what I'm saying.
every song that he used to have was just a hit. Like he
Yeah, it
died
was.
before he could get bad.
Yeah.
Which probably is inevitable
Sure.
for any artist.
Any
but,
artist, yeah.
But he died before he's like
Because how old was he? Do you know how old he was?
I think he died like 36ish.
Damn.
Oh.
I think it was 36.
And and his 40 children are just here to carry on his legacy.
Maybe like 50, 60.
60 kids?
60, yeah. I don't know how they amount, but yeah.
It's a lot.
He put it in. Like he acted like
He
I
put
might
it
die
in.
one day.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna fuck everything moving.
Yeah, it's a
Yes.
lot of kids.
A lot of kids.
Yeah. Does it say?
12.
Damn.
12.
Damn. Well, Eddie Murphy,
Damn.
doesn't he have like 17?
He has 10.
10.
Eddie's got 10.
How old was he when he died? I can't read that. What number does it say?
He died.
81.
Yeah, you're
born
right.
45.
About 30.
Oh,
what?
vey.
What's the?
I can't do the math.
Yeah. I can't
I
read that.
36.
far.
You're right. 36.
Yeah.
Shit.
Jeez. What a bummer, man. Hendrix. How old was Jimi Hendrix when he died? About the same.
Like 27.
27.
No.
All
Yeah.
those guys were 27.
All those people were 27. Janis Joplin 27. And who else was
The
27?
Doors.
Jim
Morrison.
Morrison 27. And then what's the name?
Kurt Cobain.
The English chick.
Try to send me back to rehab.
Oh.
Yeah, 27.
Winehouse.
Yeah, it's
Damn,
crazy.
That's the magic number for
Yeah.
super talent.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're past it. We're definitely.
Thank God.
If I had died at 27, they're like, I remember when that dude worked at Granger.
Yeah, I know. Right. Did a few open mics. Dropped out of law school.
I met Rohan Marley one time.
Oh, yeah?
Really?
Yeah. I met
Where?
him.
I met him too.
In he was in college. I was in high school. This is the time I went to a university. It was crazy because I went to
he played
University of
for Miami.
Dude, and he was like 5'8".
Wow.
And I heard the stories later
Mm-hmm.
that like when he got there, I mean, it was such a powerhouse school. Everybody was like coming from like rough places, basically. You know, most people were coming from like poverty almost.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, "This is Bob Marley's son."
Mm-hmm.
So he was, they talked a lot of shit to him, and then he ended up being just a fucking wrecking ball. Just like
Because he played for them. He won a national championship, didn't
he
he?
probably was on a national title team.
I think
I don't
he
know
did.
if he would have been on. If he was on a title team, it would have been 01. I don't know if he actually was on that team, but he fucked people up. And I
Yeah.
mean, dude was like,
He might have played with Warren Sappinum.
no,
No?
mm-mm,
Is
no.
after that?
He played after. that.
After, okay.
Yeah, because I remember I was in high school,
Mm-hmm.
and he was on the team, and I was on the field,
Uh-huh.
like with a bunch of high school kids.
Right.
And he had on, that Rampage chain where he wears like a bike lock around
Yeah,
his neck.
yeah, yeah.
So this is like 97, and Rohan had that around his neck because he
Yeah.
wasn't playing that day. I was like, that dude has a bike lock
And it
around
was
his
all
neck.
gold or just a bike lock?
No, it was like a bike lock, and
Damn.
he had like a mesh see-through shirt, which was super.
No, that's
Miami.
standard Jamaican.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah.
And like,
I
and
have
Standard
under the-
Jamaican.
yeah.
but I mean, like, it's intimidating as shit if you're like 17 in high school,
Hilarious.
and then you see a dude with just like a fucking lock around his neck. You're
Yeah.
like, who's that? And they're like, that's Bob Marley's son.
Wow.
And
Hilarious.
yeah, he went on to. I mean, and then didn't he?
When you put something that should be on a fence
on your neck,
and wear it as a piece of jewelry,
crazy.
yeah, that's crazy.
because like Rampage got famous for it, the
Right.
MMA guy. He was wearing that shit around his neck, like walking into to the octagon, right?
Right.
For fights, and it's super intimidating.
It's a tough look. I like it.
Yeah, man.
Like something that's supposed to keep people out.
Yeah,
You're
man.
wearing it as like body furniture.
Yeah.
Like
you've got to be strong.
Yeah.
So this is a grown ass man that is beating the shit out of people, right? If you click on that one, the one that you're on, like that dude is walking into the octagon with that around his neck, and you're like, what the fuck?
It's a little WWF of Rampage.
Yeah. But if you are if you're on a college football, you're
hilarious.
If you're standing on the sidelines.
What were you in a Scared Straight program? like why is
we looked over? I swear all of us looked over like, oh shit, because he wasn't playing that day. He was just standing on the sidelines. We're like, that dude.
Jeez, he wasn't
fucking
playing.
Serious. He was injured. Like he
Damn.
was sitting out of the game.
But he's there to intimidate.
Yeah, hell yeah, and it worked.
That's hilarious.
We were like, I guess we don't want to play college football. This dude will fuck us up.
No way.
Yeah, that was wild, man.
I have an important question for you. When you go into the ocean or...
Don't say man at the end of the...
Man.
Listen, man.
Everything's going to be Irie.
Irie.
Okay? Wait, if you go in the ocean, I'm assuming you do. You grew up in Jamaica. You swim. Do you pee in the ocean or in a swimming pool?
I can't swim.
What?
Yeah.
And
You're from Jamaica.
And
I know
I have
everybody says that.
another black stereotype for Ian.
I know.
Doesn't like dogs.
I know. I remember.
Right, yeah. That stereotype
true.
is...
That's accurate.
Yeah, that's accurate. It's not that I don't like them.
I know what you mean.
I got better with them, but
yeah
I'm like, I'll avoid them if I can.
You're not into it. I understand.
Yeah.
So you can't swim at all. Do you pee in the shower?
I've done that before, yeah.
Yeah, but you don't make it a regular.
I'm an adult. I've definitely peed in the shower.
Would you sit in like a 3-foot pool? Like if it was, you know what I mean? Like
I put my foot in there.
Yeah. And then piss in it or no?
Would I piss in it?
Yeah. Like, would you be sitting? Let's say we're all hanging out at the pool.
Yeah, jacuzzi, a jacuzzi.
And you're having a water, a lemonade, and then I'm like, yeah, man. So later on we're gonna go. And you're like, hold on. Wouldn't you just then pull your dick out and just piss in the pool?
Yeah, everybody does that.
Everybody does that.
Yeah, I've seen girls do that.
Of course, we're talking about that.
Yeah.
But if we were all in a hot tub together,
right?
Would you pee in the hot tub if we were all sitting in the hot tub together?
I mean, I would feel okay. The hot tub is different than a pool.
It is.
It's a little different dynamic.
It's way more intimate.
Right.
Yeah.
So now I feel like it's disrespectful. Like if you're like, hey, Ian is he's closer to me than we are now. Are you gonna piss on him? I'd be like, no.
But you do it to me constantly.
That's different.
when
You're my
we're-
wife and you deserve it.
So you pee in the hot tub when she's in it, but
All
you
the
won't if
time.
I'm there.
Well, here's the other thing.
Right.
If we went on tour,
I'd pee.
let's
I don't
say
give
we
a
go
shit.
on tour next month. We do fucking 30 dates,
Right.
and then we come back and we're riding on this thing. So now we're really close. Then I'm pissing.
Then you're pissing
on you all the
all the
time.
time.
Yeah.
All right.
This
I get
is this is a respect because we're not.
There's a bond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a pissing bond.
Absolutely.
All right, cool.
If we go on like a world tour together,
shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna
I'll
shit
piss
on
in
me.
your fucking drink. Yeah. I'll piss in a cup. Like, why don't you try this? Yeah.
So if you were in a hot tub with Tom and myself, would you pee? You don't have to tell us if you, as you're doing it.
Right.
You can keep it a secret.
Nah,
Right, no one would
wouldn't.
notice.
I would.
Because
I would
you'd
pee.
just be like, that fucking guy's crazy. And you know what, though? This is why I wouldn't do it. Because you learn things about your life compared to other people's life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's certain people that can get away with shit that you can't.
That's
Really?
very
Like,
true.
if Tom did it,
Yeah.
fucking crazy Tom.
Yeah.
He pissed in the thing. And ha, ha, ha. If I did it, that motherfucker pissed it. And then it'll go around
Yeah.
in the negative way.
Right.
And it'll fuck my shit up.
But what if I couldn't find out? But what if nobody could
But wait,
find out?
is that an Ian life thing? Does everything you do, you feel like people are like, oh man?
Now, I
it's
think
a-
there's some things like, Tony Woods?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One time, me and JB Smooth were trying to get to the show. We didn't have enough time to get there. We thought we didn't have enough time to get there, so we weren't. It was a last minute gig, like in Tennessee. We're in New York. Tony Woods was like, listen, man, I was in the military. We're here. Tennessee's right there. He's using his hand as a map. You guys can get there. This is 8 hours.
Yeah.
And we followed his advice, and we
no.
didn't make it.
Yeah.
But you know what that taught me? That Tony Woods talks to himself like this, and it works out for him every fucking time.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
And that's what that taught me. And it's like, there's just certain things. There's things I can get away with. I
Yes.
remember this is like, you know, Will Sylvince. It's a comic in New York. And it's like, it's a long time ago. And he'll just talk to girls like, who you fucking bitch? Who you fucking bitch? But it's a girl that he has a rapport with, like, and he'll like hit her on the ass. And this is back in it, and she'll like, well, you're so stupid.
Yeah.
And then so I know these girls, but I met them through Will. So I'm like, oh, we're all friendly.
Yeah.
Right.
And I did it right after Will did it. They wanted to whoop my no.
I know what you're talking about. There's a certain guy.
And Will did it right after again.
Yeah.
Because it's Will.
Because it's Will.
Yes, there are certain guys who get away with shit like that. 100%.
And then their story is, man, Ian is a savage.
Yeah.
Ian, yeah.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Grabbing pussies out here.
Out here grabbing pussies. Yeah. And I just did it because I just thought, you know,
You're like,
that's stupid. I was young.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, I guess, you can't.
You get away with a lot with me, just so you know. You're this guy, like, in terms of, dude, like, the first time he farted in front of me, he was sitting in his boxer shorts, and he takes my hand, puts it in his lap, and farts. That's the first time
hey, man, I respect that 1,000%.
Well, I kind of do too. It's an aggressive move.
Yeah, he's setting the tone. This is who I am.
Yeah.
So are you in or are you out?
Right.
Yeah.
And you roll with it, and he's like, shit, let's get married.
Yeah.
This works.
That's how it works.
This is the one for me.
That's how it was. You were there.
This is clearly the mother of my child.
Yes. Yeah. And then, but it goes farther too. He pees on me in the shower when we're showering together. One time it smelled like coffee because he drank so much coffee. And then he'll blow snot rockets in the shower as I'm there. Snot in his beard.
Yeah.
You're constantly being disgusting. But you get away with it because you're you.
You think it's because it's me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's because,
I find it charming.
Because it's me with you.
Yeah, because you're the type of person that doesn't discuss.
Right.
And you'll laugh. And
sure.
It's encouraging. Like,
it's encouraging.
You encourage him, and he's like,
he's totally right.
You're fucking right, Ian.
And it's just like, I can be myself even more.
Fuck.
You know what I'm saying?
See,
he wouldn't, you that bound, there is no boundary.
Fuck.
Now.
That's the problem, Ian. You're saying I could have stopped this had I shown disgust up front.
100%. But would you have wanted to?
No, that's not who I am.
Yeah, that's not who you are. So then
that's why we worked out.
Yeah, that's why we worked out. Because and he didn't hide who he was. He's like, man, I want to grab this woman's hand. And she's like, he wants me to give him a hand job. And he's like, fart.
Yep.
And you're like, that's cool. That's better than giving him a hand job.
And look, there's plenty of women, many that I met and was myself with, who were like, ugh.
Yeah.
And then I'm just not married to them.
Yeah.
You know?
But in return, in your whatever defense or whatever, you let me be an animal too.
All the time.
And I rip them, I fart, I burp, and you're really
and
never
how many
giving me
men
static.
could you do that around?
A zero. I've had so many boyfriends, but I've had boyfriends in the past where I was trying to be me and they were disgusted and it didn't work out and I'm a pig and I'm gross.
Right.
So like, this is my boo.
He thinks this shit is sexy.
Right. I don't know.
You think this shit is sexy. And you're like, fuck it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Totally true.
Would you tolerate your woman farting around you? You know, I sense that you're not the kind of guy that would tolerate that sort of thing.
The girl that I'm, dating right now.
Yeah.
Like we have a lot of mean ass jokes.
Yeah.
Mean jokes.
And it's funny as shit.
A lot of people
Not
can't
farting,
handle that. Yeah.
But mean shit.
Like what do you say?
Like the other day she's like, I'll fucking kill you. And I was fucking rolling.
Yeah.
Because I did something.
Yeah.
Said some ill shit. But she can take a joke. And she can give a joke.
I remember that.
And it's just fun.
like that.
And we
fun.
just talk shit. And it's like, oh, we could just be,
boundaryless.
like boundaryless. Yeah.
We continue to talk a lot of shit to each other.
All day,
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, and that's
this is giving me chills, by the way.
Yeah.
I swear to God,
And,
this
like,
is giving me chills.
I remember
It's the dream.
Really?
Man.
I remember
out
as
there,
a joke,
Ian.
threatening violence. I was like, I'll put your fucking head through the corner of that dresser.
Yeah.
And I go, and it's because I love you.
That was a red flag, to be honest.
That was a red.
Yeah. That was the one time with him where I was like, I don't know if this guy's going to work out. Cut to 2 children later.
Oh, my bad.
But I can say anything to him. I
yeah?
do, and I say everything and anything. And
that's beautiful.
It is nice, yeah. Because I even tell you like if I have dreams and other people are involved, or
that's
you don't judge. He doesn't judge.
Right.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah,
and that just
there's a lot I hide
makes the
from.
shit free, man.
Yeah, because life is too short to hide who you are from somebody.
Don't you feel like we've been talking about it a lot, like obviously it's a day by day thing, but like the older you get, the more you're just like, don't fucking, who cares? Like you try to enjoy things that you enjoy, and you don't
say shit you want to fucking say.
Yeah. Because I try to do that on stage. It's like say the things that I want to say.
Yeah.
And then when people come up to you after, it's like, man, I can't believe you said that. That was funny. And I'm like, I was like, there's one joke I got right now. Somebody comes up to me and said, hey, man, I can't believe you said that. I said, I was terrified to say it.
So
I'm just happy when people laugh.
You mean, Iman, what was the joke, Man?
Yeah. Because I've seen you're so irie up there. And I love you're I swear though, I mean this. You are one of like five comedians that I would buy a ticket to see.
Yes, me too. You're so funny.
And if you have a chance, you're out there. I'm telling you, you are other level funny.
Thank you.
Well, can you just give him a take? Like, can you tell them the joke you opened on with your TED Talk?
Oh, the joke? Which one did I open with?
Porno. It was
I said, can I, because I haven't done that material in a while.
Oh, sorry. Didn't put you on the spot.
I say, can I just talk about anything? Can I say whatever? And everybody's like, yeah. So when I watch bestiality videos, it just started out like that. Yeah.
What a great opener! And I was locked in. I was hooked. I was like, "This is the man for me."
You hooked me a long time ago. I think the last time, because you did do our podcast years ago.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I brought up that I was at a show, dude. I remember it so vividly.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna tell you something about that show.
Really?
Yeah, go ahead.
Should I make the point of the joke?
Yeah,
so you did a joke. Oh my god, I was like, this dude. You did a joke. How come all the Lifetime movies?
Oh yeah.
They always have a scene in a Lifetime movie. Oh, or can I say it or no?
No, I forgot about that joke. I'm saying oh shit because I forgot.
Oh, but can I say it? Or no?
Yeah.
You're like, how come on these Lifetime movies, they always have the shower scene of like the girl who gets raped and she's just like, sobbing in the shower, but they never show the rapist in his shower. He's like, dude, I fucking shit my pants.
I'm gonna bring that back. I forgot.
I
forgot about that.
That might be the greatest rape joke ever told.
Well,
that's a really good rape joke.
Dude,
it's a fucked up joke. I forgot.
It's fantastic.
It's a fucked up joke. It's so funny, and it's also like when you're like, I'm in the back of the improv, and I'm like. I was sitting there like, I mean, I wanted to grab something. I was so happy.
That one, and you haven't. Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh, I know what you're going to talk about.
The haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
That's just so funny. I also remember. This is the thing. I don't know what. Don't forget what you were going to say. I remember specifically at this show. You told a joke, and it was one of those improv shows, like on Melrose, where there was like 50 people. You know what I mean? And and which, by the way, is like all the time, right? And you tell it, and then you were like, you noticed, and we were like, "What's up with you?" And it was somebody that was upset with the joke, and you were like, "What?" You're like, "Are you upset?" And the guy was like, "Yeah, I am." And you were like, why? He's like, I just don't think it's very funny. And you're like, you know what you are? You're a man cunt.
Oh shit! I said that. Oh shit!
And then you basically, I don't know. I was in love with you.
Oh shit!
Cunt.
I didn't know I said that. I would have kept that.
You're like, you fucking man
that's
cunt.
good.
That sounds like a keeper.
Yeah. You gotta write some shit down.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Jesus.
Wait, but tell the haircut, or you tell the haircut.
Or no, but what were you gonna say about that show?
Oh, I thought he was talking about
Are you
a
gonna talk
show
about the haircut
that
joke?
we did. I think it was in the Super Serious show or something like that.
Yeah.
And then you had like a bunch of sketches.
Yes.
And then you dispersed them
throughout
the show.
Uh-huh.
And they had like a poster for that show. And I got one from the show. And then like when I moved to Los Feliz where I live now, I made like a poster like it put it in a frame. So
Oh.
like you're on my bathroom wall. So every time I'm taking a
Oh.
shit, I'm looking at your name, my name, and
That's great.
and a bunch of people who are on that thing. But it made a nice.
That's cool.
That's a nice story. Thank
Reggie
you.
Watts, was he on there?
Reggie Watts was on there. This girl from England, I forgot her name right.
Yeah.
Felicia something. But
Okay.
she's doing really good in England.
Oh, that's great.
And the something brothers, the
Sklar brothers?
not the Sklar brothers, the Walsh brothers.
The Walsh brothers.
Yeah.
Wow.
For some reason, it made a great framed fucking poster.
I remember that show.
You remember that show? Yeah.
Don't tell the fucking haircut joke.
I mean, I don't know if he wants to tell it.
Can you tell it?
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah.
Why? I
Because
make
he's
it. We say it all the time. But
Go ahead, say it.
Nah.
I don't remember it all, so I
No,
can't say it.
don't do
I don't
it.
remember it.
Don't do it. Just make them watch the special. You know?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it on your special?
No, it's not in the special. But I'm
All right,
definitely
watch the special.
I'm definitely bringing the rape shower joke back.
That's a great
I
joke.
forgot about that joke.
That's a great joke.
It's so funny to be talking and you hear that laughter coming from out of
Especially,
it.
can you imagine? You told that joke. That was years ago. Doing it now, it's gonna piss off.
It's gonna piss people off, but it's a legit thought. I'm not.
It's so
so
funny.
it's perfect for now.
Yes, because you.
Yeah.
Well, the joke is about the rapists. It's not against the victim.
It's not
that he's
condoning it. I'm just saying.
No,
here's the
nobody
other side
shows.
of it.
There's another.
Yeah, here's
like,
zippity doo dah, zippity. It's like getting rid of it.
Getting rid of evidence. Better scrub extra hard down here.
Yeah. Woo! What a night. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. It's so fucked up. It's so fucked up.
So
man.
You should have a
Oh,
running.
shit, I forgot about
you should have a
that.
running count. Like moving forward, when you do that show, how many people start walking?
Yeah.
Like people will be like, right away. So many woke people.
Yeah, maybe
now.
don't open on that one.
No, that's a good table setter. If you want to start a show,
This is what it's gonna be, y'all.
Who's in?
Who's in? Who wants their money back? Go get it back now. If not, you can't leave later on.
Oh man.
Oh shit, I forgot
That
about
is
that fucking joke.
I want. Okay, what is the Jamaican opinion on? I just because I've always been curious.
Is he the ambassador
Yeah,
now
of course.
for all of Jamaica?
Of course, no, but he can tell me like, oh, that dude's like, all right, Louis Rankin.
Louis Rankin.
Yeah.
People respect him.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm like out of reggae music shape.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I haven't even been really listening to reggae music the way I should, and that's embarrassing to say.
But
So
I
it's
mean,
tough for me to like Louis Rankin.
But as an artist,
he
was
was an artist. Yeah.
He was the shit. And
Yeah,
is he really
did
like
his
a
thing.
tough dude? Like as people,
I can't even remember.
No?
Louis Rankin. Wait, he was in Belly.
Yes.
Yes.
Because he's projected, and I saw him in an interview. I was like, this dude looks like he's
No, he's
rated.
from a lot of them reggae artists. They from the real deal.
He seemed like he
he
did an interview with somebody that I saw somewhere. It was like maybe it was in reference to Belly, and he was basically in character from the movie,
I believe,
like ready to fuck somebody.
I
up
believe
in the interview.
Louis Rankin.
Okay.
I don't know how old he is now.
He's
probably
up
like
there.
grandfather age.
Yeah.
He's probably a little older than me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no, he's definitely.
But yeah.
But so okay, so yeah, but legit.
Yeah. They probably just told him to just curse somebody out and recorded that scene for Belly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, I bought it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
bought it. So we love playing clips of things that we find. Here is a guy, just an interesting guy, doing interesting stuff. He'll be
Right
on
there.
this screen here for you.
I was wondering why that was frozen there.
Yeah. Well, that guy's very cool too. This is a different guy.
Yeah, because you don't know how to use a phone.
Bull fucking shit. Come out here and say that to my fucking face.
I don't got to.
Come on.
Go ahead, keep talking.
Come on, you motherfucker.
Keep talking. I'm a motherfucker. Hell yeah, keep talking.
Get out of here.
I'm not the one who doesn't have money.
Get out from behind that fucking cage.
What's up with that?
No neck.
What
are you talking about?
What animal is he?
That's a good question.
That's a manatee.
He's a manatee.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what a manatee looks
That's
like.
like what a manatee looks like.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe
Yeah.
a badger. Yeah,
A badger.
a manatee badger.
A manatee badger.
If this was in Florida, it's definitely a manatee. It may have morphed out of the water.
But he's mobile. He can move faster than a manatee.
He's evolved from something out of the ocean.
Yeah, like a salamander.
Do you think he used to power lift like 30 years ago and then just stopped lifting?
Maybe, yes. He's like one of those creatures.
Damn.
That is, there's no neck.
No.
It's like a Batman villain or some shit like that.
Yeah. It looks like a pumpkin on some shoulders.
Mike, you're finished in business. Dave, you're fucking finished.
I'm showing this to the police, by the way. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, woo, you know what the cops are gonna tell you? Still shut that works.
All right, go ahead. I'm calling the police on you, and I'm gonna show them the video, and they're gonna gladly be happy.
No one will show up tomorrow morning.
What type of store is he in?
I think it's a
Galaxy, it's a
high-end
phone.
Cell phone place.
High-end cell phone
Beverly
place?
Hills or Hamptons or something.
Like
it is a cell phone place, I think.
Yeah,
It's a weird place because it's bulletproofed off.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
It
But
might
it's
speak
about phones.
It's about I know.
Yeah.
But it looks nice, so it doesn't look hood. So I'm confused.
It is confusing. I'm with you. I mean, because it's like you also basically can put together a scenario. He's like, "Hey, how come my phone's not working?" And they're like, "You know how you don't pay your bill ever?"
hilarious.
They're mad at him, and then he's just like, "Fuck you!" Like that's definitely what's happening here. So
Go ahead. I'm gonna show the police.
Oh, I'm so scared.
That's perfect. Literally, that's beautiful. Now, go ahead. Go ahead.
Shove the fucking phone up your ass, Sally.
I think he might have a hint of Down syndrome.
Yeah,
you think so?
a little touch.
Yeah.
he doesn't have the haircut.
He doesn't have the haircut. Yeah. And which I know now why you wanted me to say the joke. Sorry, this is what I ruined. I ruined it.
Please just say
by
the
not doing the joke.
He's TikTok. You can say TikTok instead of the R word.
Yep, okay. Police is gonna see this. They're gonna love this phone.
Have your store closed.
Oh, yeah. From who? You?
Yeah.
Wonderful. I'd love to see that happen. I'd love to see that happen.
I think
Bye-bye.
they're both TikToked. I love to see that happen.
Sounds hilarious.
His voice is a little odd.
And if he got in that car and started driving, I'd be out.
Yeah. I mean, that's the kind of thing where like I saw there was no more videos, but if that truck was his, I was like, he's definitely gonna back up into the
Yes.
store and like destroy the
And
entire
probably
place.
just by accident.
Right.
Just because.
Do you think he's
Yeah.
touched? Do you think there really is something going on there?
Yeah. Something.
Really?
Yeah. Because that's the first guy I've ever seen where has Down syndrome body. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
normally it's just in this region.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
But then the head was like just different, right?
Yeah, but it's different. Like I think most of it went,
into the body.
And then there's a.
So you're saying that like it's almost like you put a pill in the water and it dissolved. Like it went down.
Yeah.
So you don't see it at the surface anymore.
Right.
It's
And
more.
you see, there's still some of it in the eyes.
Right.
But
You're like it's at the bottom of the cup.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
I know who he looks like. Remember Hellraiser? Those
Yeah.
Hellraiser movies? There's a Cenobite that looks just like him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe the whole thing is if he has some type of developmental thing, maybe he just can't figure it out how to pay his bill. That's why he's in there.
No, you guys are reading way too much
He
into
just
this.
shouldn't be handling this shit by himself.
Yeah, he needs a handler.
A caretaker, somebody to come in. You know who could maybe caretake him is
You're being ice cold. My nigga. Ain't nothing cool, and what you up to?
I'm going to get fucked, homie.
It's cold as a motherfucker out here, kid. Why you out here butt-ass naked with a crack pipe in your hand? And you got a stem in your hand, son.
I'm trying to get fucked, homie.
Damn. Yeah, that's real life right there.
Damn, bro.
Imagine if him and the cell phone guy got together.
Yeah. He's
That
got a
could be a
toddler
thing.
bod, too, this guy. Reminds
Hey,
me
we'll
of
go out on
myself.
farmers and do it. You butt-ass naked, nigga.
Yeah, I'm trying to get fucked.
Nah,
Whoa.
nigga, you need to
Look at the hang on that
your
thing.
asshole for.
Is that a shadow or a...
Nigga, that stem, what you smoking, B? Crack?
His hand's in his asshole.
Yeah.
That's wild. That happens.
He kept his shoes and socks on.
Yeah, you gotta go. Sometimes you gotta go.
I just.
How does he get his pants off?
I just like how focused he is.
Yeah.
Huh?
Like
I hear that, nigga.
if I
Don't get
say
too close
this,
to the car, you might get run the fuck over.
well, why are you?
And he got his hand in his asshole.
Why are you in? Listen, this guy's out here. Normally, when people pull up and he tells them he's trying to get fucked,
Yeah.
they're in or they're out.
Right.
Right.
You're still there.
You're still there. Right.
So now he has to keep repeating his sales pitch.
That's all he did over and over.
Over and over
Yeah.
to see like what's up.
Are you game?
And there might be a car behind you.
Yeah.
That
Hurry it
is
up.
more open to the sales
Yeah,
pitch.
yeah.
So I just
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here with
Yeah.
your little like Instagram video or whatever
Yeah.
you're trying to make.
With the
I agree.
lecture.
Because I'm trying to get fucked.
I'm trying to get fucked.
Yeah.
Now I am thankful though for the driver for providing us with the video.
True that.
You know, so
He did it was a certain amount of bravery there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a service to us. Like he helped us out for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if I could stand that long in front of some guy with his dick out.
And
his hand in his ass. That's the added, like, I've never seen that.
And also to ask a crackhead with his hand up his ass, hey, why are you standing out here naked with a hand up your ass? You think he's going to give you a reasonable answer?
Exactly.
You see a crack pipe in his hand.
You got it. You got the answer.
Oh, yeah.
You don't need to ask.
Yeah, now he's like, you see this.
Yeah.
So do you want to get fucked?
Yeah.
Because the money that I'm going to take for you fucking me.
Yeah.
This is when I want to do more of this shit. Yeah.
Crack can make funny things happen.
What up, baby? What's good, babe? You selling that? You selling that? You selling that?
No, it's not.
Come on, we smoking?
Oh,
Smoking crack with me or what?
Is that me?
You know what?
You know what?
Come here every
She's
day.
got her hand in her ass.
Lick your pussy. Come on.
She's got
Oh. Take a hit and lick your pussy. Hurry up.
Stop!
Come on, let
Are
me
you getting
lick
it in the
that
party?
thing.
Yeah, maybe if I got change. Go ahead.
Lick it.
Oh my god.
She looks good.
You got.
She's put together.
She does look skinny. I like that.
Nice. She's not fat.
You know what I think about when I see this is that how useless of a snack sunflower seeds are.
That's what you're taking from
Yeah. Like, I like the idea of them, and it's just a tiny morsel. It's not even a nut, right, Ian?
Right.
They're useless.
But I guess, a handful of them.
But then you got to do all the work to not open the salty. I like the salty shell.
Right.
And there's a tiny little.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work for nothing.
Yeah.
Those sunflower seeds.
Yeah.
I'm really into the racist parking lot lady.
Oh God, really?
The racist parking lot lady.
Yeah,
There's always one.
It's just because here's the thing about being racist on camera that I'm fascinated with is that like when it's cell phones, like you're being recorded, so you have to. It's like we were talking about how you either have to like want the audience, like you go like, are you doing it in spite of the camera or for the camera?
Right.
You know what I mean? Because obviously this person's angry.
Yeah, what's your theory?
You see, you crossed the line. I crossed the line. You don't know a damn thing. Go back to China where you belong. You fucking asshole. Chinky China lady.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Chinky China lady.
She can't even get in her car.
You give the people a bad name here. We hate you people. Go back where you belong.
Jeez.
Fuck you. Fucking cunt.
Damn.
It's intense.
She's just a racist ass lady.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But don't you think that all those thoughts would like if you saw someone like this, you'd be like, I should probably.
That's when you're just so arrogant.
Yeah, you're feeling the.
You're like, I'm so white. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Right.
Even with a camera. Like,
right.
You know, they used to be like marches and motherfuckers used to set their dogs and shit on people with the TV. Like, that's an NBC camera.
Right.
Yeah.
But you just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But the embarrassing thing is
interesting.
this entrance into the car is so unsmooth.
Yeah.
That's when I'd be like, hey, could you turn the camera off so I can just don't listen. You could use the chinky part, but just please. Just cut it off before.
I'm really struggling.
Look at her neck. Don't embarrass me.
Yeah.
With my car entrance.
Yeah.
Right. Because she's so fat, she can't get in. She can't shimmy in. Yeah.
This is embarrassing. This
so
entrance,
true.
like you are not a smooth racist.
No.
You know what? You give the
Like,
people
Here's my folder.
This is she's stuck.
My neck is.
She's choking. This is embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
That's embarrassing.
That's so true.
But see, you're right. The arrogance, it's the arrogance is what it is to be recorded and then be like, fuck her. And she leaves fine. And then they're like, a local teacher at Montgomery High School today. Like, because that lady definitely has some job. This lady works.
Yeah.
And now she doesn't work there.
Yeah, exactly.
But she did park over the line. Her parking job is terrible.
She did a terrible job.
in the wrong.
Yeah, of course she did.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's like
She didn't want to be called out.
yeah, she's trying to get away with something, and maybe the racism came out. Like, suppose it was another white person,
Right.
Whose car? It's like it's
Yeah, then it would just be you fucking cunt.
Fucking
yeah,
cunt.
just be cunt. Yeah. Or a fat piece of shit.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
a skinny
Sure.
piece of shit.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep. It's true.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's a really good analogy from you.
But it is fucking embarrassing. That shit right there.
That feels worse. Yeah.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
That'd be funny if she
I do that shit all
apologized
the
for that
time.
only. You know what I mean? If she came out, she was like, I saw the video. I am absolutely devastated. I was so close to the other car. I had things in my hands. I felt like I was going to choke on the door handle, and I looked like an idiot. And I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I actually blame the person who parked next to me for the exit of that video.
What an asshole.
Yeah.
By the way, so I didn't ask you, Blue Band, but like, what's going on here?
Guys are all kidnapping me. What's going on? Yeah.
Not a kidnap. Want a hitch from you?
I'll give you a hitch. I just need to get my stuff out. My car is right here. Then you guys can take it, all right?
Okay, so I can take the car, okay?
After I get my stuff out, you can take the car. Can't take it this second.
Okay, so what's going on for people who don't know? A guy who's finishing a round of golf is he's on a golf cart that he obviously rented from the course, and then he's surrounded. He put this post up. He's surrounded by Orthodox Jewish kids, and that kid's like, "Then give me this cart." And then he's like, "All right, after I get my stuff off," and the guy's like, "Come on, like give it to me." And I of course reached out to you. You're the authority on Jewish kids. Ian already told us how Jamaicans are. So, but we were texting, like, what's going on here?
I mean, it's kind of hard to tell exactly what's going on here, but I mean, these are just classic a group of classic Orthodox Jewish people.
And what do you mean by
Yeah,
that?
what- Yeah.
Like, that was your immediate response. You were like,
understand.
yeah, of course. I'm like, what are you talking about?
I mean, a lot of people don't like, Jewish people. Like, some people don't like Jewish people. But,
Right.
but
We do a show
all
with Bert, but yeah.
But all Jewish people hate Orthodox people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they just take and they take, and as you can see in this video, they just take and take and take, and they give nothing back.
So,
like, normally when you see that large of a group of Orthodox Jewish men, they're asking you if you're Jewish because they need like a 10th Jewish person to do a prayer or something.
Really?
Yeah.
So,
where?
in this case, these Orthodox Jews, they're kids.
This probably started with like, hey, can we like go on a ride with you on the golf cart? And then he misunderstood something, and like they asked for an inch, and then they understood they could probably take a mile.
Really? And you think that's a cultural thing?
That's a Jewy
It's
Jew
a-
thing.
it's a Orthodox-
An Orthodox
Orthodox
Jewy thing is.
It goes on.
I'm taking it.
No.
I'll give you the key when I get my shit out.
Okay.
You guys aren't stealing my stuff. Yeah, I'll give you the key.
They're like gypsies.
Yes. Thank you. Oh, I will when I get
He's
my
like
stuff
demanding
out,
the
man.
key.
You guys need to chill out for a second.
And they're all on the
my
cart.
stuff.
They're very aggressive, yeah.
Damn. That is legit like gypsies in Europe. Where
Yeah.
they're like, give me your stuff. You're like, don't fucking give me my shit.
I remember one time it was my birthday, and I was going to a dinner, and I had parked in front of it was somewhere in LA. I forget the neighborhood, like a tarot card reading place. Tarot card.
Yeah.
Okay, and this gypsy came out, and he was like, come in here, and I was like, oh no, I gotta go. He's like, where? I was like, I'm going to dinner. And he was like, I gotta show you something. And I was like, what? And then I go in there, and I was like, oh, I don't want any of this. I don't want my palm read. I don't want anything. And they're like, we just made some food. And yeah, the guy, and they were actually cooking up food there, and he
Oh,
just like
boy.
puts a plate in front. I go, I'm actually on my way there. He's like, try a bite. And I go, but I don't want anything. Like I want to leave. And he's like, take a bite. And I go, all right. So I take a bite. I go, it's really good. He's like, it's good, right? I go, yeah. He's like, take another bite. And I'm like, well, all right. I go, that's really good. I don't want to eat too much here because I'm going to dinner. And he was like, cool. They're like, come here and let us like read your palms or the card. And I was like, oh, no. And they're like, it's just like $20. Dude, it was like a hard press. And I go, no. I gotta go. And I felt, the funny thing is like psychologically, I felt like I was disrespecting them.
exactly.
Like I felt
Yes.
almost like giving the 20 to just, and I was like, no, I gotta go. And they were like, I mean, you're eating our food.
Right.
You're fucking, and I was like,
That's so
Jesus, man.
gross.
It was a whole like play.
That's nasty.
But then, so wait, Nadav comes back on here. Hold on, watch.
You guys are going crazy.
This guy's floored. Look at this.
All my stuff.
What are they saying? What are they saying?
Where you guys from? What are you guys doing here? Field trip? No?
What are they speaking?
I think it's
Yiddish?
Yiddish.
So they don't give a fuck.
Okay, thank you.
That
Everybody
the guy
Look,
has
so
to
give me the
give
key.
Oh shit!
See you later.
Damn.
It's wild, dude.
Yeah, they really gang up on you.
That's so funny.
Damn.
This white boy right here has never seen anything like this. either, too.
So if like somebody that's not Jewish doesn't like Orthodox Jews, they're for this reason they're still considered anti-Semites.
I don't know.
Being anti-Semitic.
What do you think, Nadav? You're the
Yeah.
This is your domain.
I mean, I'll allow it. I think it's
Yeah, all right. Just check it.
My favorite is
I'll just be like Nadav said. It's cool to not like you.
Whenever we have like some type of work done here, at like, hey man, I need someone to look at the air conditioning. I'll be like, did you call somebody? He's like, yeah, the first guy was Israeli. I hung up on him. So I'm gonna call this other guy.
Damn.
Well, that's true. I don't trust my own tribe either.
Yeah, yeah.
If a Hungarian were to show up at the house to fix some shit, I'd be like,
Hilarious.
no push. Bye-bye.
Eastern European.
Yeah.
Never, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Not in my fucking house. No way.
Are you the same way? Or no?
I'm just like with what?
I mean, like, let's say, I need an electrician. And then a
Jamaican
Jamaican guy
guy.
shows up. He's like, hey, Ramon, what's happening? Don't worry, be happy.
No, I'll trust them.
You
I'll trust them to
You're
do
right.
that. Yeah.
You're right with that.
Well, then Jamaicans, they have 10 jobs. Isn't that the other
That's the other- oh, that's the
joke?
other
The
one. A lot
living
of jobs.
color.
When they come
remember?
over here, they get a
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
of jobs.
Yeah. Which is
What
not
about
a bad
selling you
stereotype.
something?
Selling me something?
So like my mom's Peruvian. If
Mhm.
anyone Latin American is
Mhm.
going like, oh, you're trying to buy a car, or she'll be like, we're going somewhere else.
Hilarious.
No
Immediately,
thanks.
she'll be like, I don't trust this guy at all.
It depends on the type of Jamaican person, but most, I mean, that's not our stereotype. You know what I mean?
To be hustlers.
Burrakacha.
I mean, yeah, I don't think that's our
No, I don't
stereotype.
get that
Yeah. I can't think of what this stereotype is that I'd be like, nah.
You'd be like, no.
But that's like buying or selling or fixing things.
You're cool with it.
Yeah.
You trust them.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
where you're going to be on the road? This is not going to come out today. It comes out,
Right.
but your website is it?
IanEdwardsComedian.com.
IanEdwardsComedian.com. Or I guess you can go to like runtingsrudeboy.net.
Rude bois. Reggae.com.
right?
Isn't that?
And then she said, "Rude
Jen-
boy." go to bra 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 bra.
It's IRiganjaman.com. No, IanEdwardsComedian.com. I'm telling you right now, if you enjoyed just a brief snippet of joke that we gave you on this, he is the fucking best.
Thank you,
should
brother.
go
Yes, you are.
and watch ideas you shouldn't
It's
know.
called IanTalk. IanTalk.
Ian
Ideas
Talk.
not worth spreading.
IanTalk. Ideas not worth spreading. Go to the Comedy Central. Check it out there. Thanks for coming, brother. It was fun.
My pleasure.
Thanks, Ian.
This is fun as shit.
Love
Super
you.
fun.
Yeah.
We'll see
Come
you
back
again.
again.
Soon. All right.
Thanks.
Black guys who love to fuck is on you. Black guys who love to fuck is on you. Black guys who love to fuck is on you. Black guys who love to fuck good. Black guys who love to fuck is on you. Black guys who love to fuck is on you. Black guys who love to fuck is on you. Black guys who love to fuck good. Black guys who love to fuck is on you. Black guys who love to fuck is on you. Black guys who love to fuck is on you. Black guys who love to fuck good. If you're a hot black guy and you want to fuck me at $23.95, black guys who love to fuck is on you. Black guys who love to fuck is on you. Black guys who love to fuck is on you. Black guys who love to fuck is on you. I'm a hot white trash. Come to flip. If you wanna move in, you can move in, but you gotta fuck me. If you wanna move in, you can move in, but you gotta fuck me. I need to be fucked a lot. If you wanna move in, you can move in, but you gotta fuck me. If you wanna move in, you can
move in, but you gotta fuck me. I need you fucked a lot. I'm done. Let's fuck. Get lit, free food, free rent, and everything else, man. You have a deal, man. Men from jail, homeless, or a thug, loves to fuck, black guys love to fuck, black guys love to fuck, black guys love to fuck, man out. Black guys love to fuck, 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 man out. And I want to deliver it. And I want to deliver it. And I want to deliver it. Okay, have a say.
Hi, thank you for watching that episode of Your Mom's House. Please continue to watch more. You can see all these where my hand's gesturing. You can click on those. And please subscribe if you have not yet. And subscribe button, and then we'll get your money. Thanks.